Yes, live follower. Mic check, live follower. Trust you. Cheers, mate. Life is life. La 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 la. I could just be me and you today, mate. Yes, the boss dog. Not seen you for a few days, brother. La 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 la. La 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 la. Go by the boss dog. Yes, film boy. How you doing, mate? Respect, film boy, lad. Funny as hell last night, mate. Could be a quiet one today. Just noticed who else is on there. All the drama's kicking off again. Andy W, how you doing there, brother? Hope you're alright there, brother. Film boy's in the chat there. Hope you're alright there, film boy, brother. Opus, 1980 something, so we're going back to the 80s. We'll try and keep it drama free. Well, we'll have a bit of drama, you know what I mean? We're just having a quick look. I've got Archie shuffling on the big screen there, so I'll keep see what's happening over there. It's the fallout from last night, isn't it? So the songs from now on will be picked by YouTube music playlist people. Yeah, so it looks like the drama's all kicking off again from last night. I don't know if Babs, I'm sure Babs will be up now if she's in the chat. She wants to come in and tell us how she thinks it went last night. Still haven't made my mind up yet whether it was a good idea or not. Live follower there. Looks like it, live follower. I've got the sound down, but I did hear a little bit of it earlier. Did we all watch it? Did you watch it last night, live follower? Babs' show? Well, I wasn't expecting that at all. funny at times, but didn't mince the words, you know. Few people got it in the neck. But let's see what the fallout is today. Oh, so you don't see anything after 11:30 live, follower? You know what? It's a different world after 11:30 on here. It's got a world of its own, man. Midnight after midnight. The witching hour, isn't it? Anything goes. It's going to take me out off the film, Barry, though, the last few nights, mate. That's what you need to be doing at least a few times a week. Just funny. I noticed there was a few new people on last night as well. A few new, I don't know about superstars, but I've noticed quite a few new accounts popping up as well. It just takes a while to work them out though, doesn't it? Yeah, so I've got a spare few hours, so I'm not back to work till tomorrow night. I like to squeeze as much in as I can. But the live I did the other day, the 6-hour live, it's hard to go back and watch a 6-hour live over, isn't it? You just can't do it. No one's got time for that. But I like to read the chat, you know, what I've missed. When you've got people on the panel, it's hard to keep up with the chat. But as for numbers wise, like YouTube's playing about with my numbers again. I think, you know what, was probably my best live as numbers go, was over 700. Then a few hours later, for some reason, it's gone down about 40 to less than 700. So I don't know what's going on there, people, but I enjoyed it anyway. We had a few good guests on, didn't we? My mate Layer Cake there kept him going for a few hours. Even though we did have a headlamp, which everyone knows I don't like. So we'll try not to let that happen again. And a bit of a crackly mic as well, wasn't it? Stig's been in the news for a while, hasn't he now? I don't know how he's going to get away from it because, I mean, it's not dying down, is it? I mean, just a quick glimpse at the chat there in Archie's. Seems like it's all men in the chat. I'll tell you what though, right? That 6-hour live I did the other day, I was in Studio 2, aka my bedroom. When I'm in my bedroom, it's not as good as here. I'm in my son's bedroom now in the studio. Nice comfy chair, decent mic, big screen TV. I do enjoy it a bit better in here. Right, follow, why don't you jump on for a chat? I don't think you've been on for a chat, have you? You don't have to, like, no pressure, but it can be a bad time now. Like, we've only got 10 people in. Let us know what you think, mate. It's always a bit of a dodgy time, this, isn't it? There's people flying about. People flying about to see Dark Raver. AK, DJ, whatever you want to call him. Syphilis, Cyrus, Dark Raver, What's It Fingers. No worries there, lad, follower. We'll get there one day. Yeah, so 100 people in Archie's there, and I think there's 50 in Dark Ravers. The people are about. Because you can guarantee if there's a bit of drama, if it all kicks off big time, you can guarantee there'll be at least another 100, 200 people just come from somewhere. As always. She doesn't know your name, and your heart beats like a subway train. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. So I think I'm going to take a leaf out of the others, out of the other horse books today, you know, and just relax a little bit. You know, I might just disappear to the shop and leave the live running and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Tim Smith, what happened to you live last night again, mate? Teasing us again. Don't you wanna make her? Don't you wanna take her home? You know these things, they're dangerous. You know these filter tips for when you do roll-ups. More than one occasion, I take a tablet every day for for indigestion and stuff. Thing is, it's exactly the same size as that. And at least 3 times, I picked one of them up. Never actually swallowed it, but it's gone in the mouth with the drink. A filter tip instead of a indigestion tablet. Not good, right? She walks like she don't care, walking on imported air. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. No Blondie, yeah? So this is Blondie. This is Blondie's comeback. Probably in the 2000s, wasn't it? Mrs. Moon's in the house. How you doing, Mrs. Moon? Hope you're alright there, brother. There's somebody in the back. Bear Grylls, eh? What you saying, Bear Grylls? Do you reckon of that one, Luke, on Bear Grylls? With a bit of a cartoon playing in the background? You know, you've got to be on your guard now. With film boy can get caught out. You know, I watched that last night live. Did anyone else watch it? When if film boy's listening, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, mate, but I understand that how you let that porn bomber on last night, because you just started the show. You're just getting in the flow of things. Smithers, the one and only Smithers, yeah, Batty boy, Batty fish, number one. I seen him in the chat, and as he went past, you must have seen him in the chat and said, Smithers, get yourself on there, mate. You must have put the link out, and some clever bastard has either realised that you've just asked Smithers on and changed the name, one of these trolls, changed the name to Smithers quickly, went backstage, and obviously you've just been caught out, I think. Like, you've seen Smithers, you've just asked for him to come on, He's led straight on film, boy. Is that the case? Because I would have done the same, you know. But that's what they like, innit? Next he got on the screen, mate, and what was it? Ours. But you know what? That's the same one that's been going round. Yes, Mishi, how you doing, matey? Thank you, Lordy, lad. Just had Lordy in the background there. I don't know what Lordy looks like, but I know he's from Borough. He's never been on before. Lordy, if that was you, mate, get yourself back. I don't think you're allowed to smoke on camera, are you? James, what does Lordy look like? I've just had him backstage, I think. Was he a really handsome fella with a bald head? Yes, Tim. No worries, Tim Bowler. Yeah, anyone know what Lordy looks like? Oh, Andy, that's what I mean. There's loads of it going about. Andy's another Borough lad there. What do you reckon, Lou Don? I've just had Lordy in the background there. It was a proper. He's not bald. Oh, it wasn't him then. He was bald. This fella. See how clever they are though, using Lordy, because they know he's from Borough. I'm gonna have to be on my guard today, people. They'll have to forgive us. Ginge, that's what I thought, mate. So how mad is that they're trying to catch me out with Lordy? Yeah, I know he's only young. I know he's in his early 20s. Right, cheers, folks. Cheers, Ginge. It's a coincidence that happens, and we get an extra 10 people in. You know what I mean? Crazy behaviour, guys. Crazy behaviour. Lou Don, is that music too loud, or is the microphone all right, or what? Yep, I've got you, Ginge, mate. Got two people come in the background there. One of them was Bear Grylls, who I've seen the name. I don't know. Does BBA go by Bear Grylls? Just the warning signs, isn't it? Oh, some good news, by the way, people. Daryl Adams has finally showed his, well, not his face, but he showed his. He's let me and Dave know that he's all right. Just decided that last week, after telling us he was going live every day and absolutely smashing it on his last two lives, then he disappears for a week, turns his phone off. Cheers for that, Daryl lad. I'll get you back for that, guys. Apparently, he's coming back tomorrow night with a live, but he might be listening now. As will our mate Zeus. Sure, Zeus is listening. Dave Smithers is not getting his Zoot break till 12:30. Just having to go with the avatar at the minute, people, because I'm smoking a fag. He's been down south somewhere, Ginge. Been on holiday. I don't know whether it was a planned thing or what. But yeah, he said he's been down south, turned his phone off. Crazy behaviour, guys. Crazy behaviour. Famous Dogman there. Dogman's on Archie and Shufflins. I don't know. I mean, when do you finally get fed up with it all this? Is that you? Yeah? Stick two fingers up. Two fingers. I've got ginger meatball in the back. Nah, someone's playing funny buggers with me today. Ginger meatball in the back, Ginge. It's not you then, no. Crazy behaviour today, guys. It's waking me up anyway. Yeah, he's gone, Tim. What is going on, people? I tell you what, you're going to have to get your ACRA out or your passport before I let you on here today. Archie Shuffling's just turned his camera on there. He's God knows what he's wearing. I've got a couple of the Borough posse in today, a few smoggies. Yeah, man, Tim, no worries. What did we think of the match last night, lads? I know what I haven't watched. Well, I watched the Borough Sunderland game from start to finish, as we know. And I thought last night, no, just sack the manager. But it's usually a good omen, isn't it? The first game when you've sacked your manager. Seems to be like there's a new lease of life in there. I don't even know who was standing in. How we doing, Charlie, mate? How's the golf going, Charlie? I was looking out there today, because I haven't played for ages, mate. Ages and ages, right? It's always the case, isn't it? Missed the whole summer, never got one game. But I always look out the window in the morning, and think, nah, it's not a day for golf today. And honestly, I'd rather play in the rain than the wind, mate. Nothing worse than the wind. When you hit your ball and it comes back here in the air, you're having to hit a driver from about 100 yards. I'd rather stay at home. Anne-Marie's in the house. Morning, Fly. Morning, Anne-Marie. Hope you're okay there, brother. Yeah, Charlie, any birdies recently, mate, or what? I mean, 100 par there, by the way, guys. Hey, Anne-Marie, cheers for yesterday, mate. You know what? I was talking to Louise about it, and I said, oh, Anne-Marie was on for quite a bit yesterday morning. And when I think about it, you're on for about, I think it might have been 2 hours, So, must have enjoyed it a little bit, mate. You don't stay on someone's panel for 2 hours if you're not enjoying it. Yeah, man, there's Zeus listening in as always. Ghost in there, researching all the time. Even when he's asleep, he's researching. I don't know what it's like where you are, Charlie, but, mate, be 100 plus today, fella. Better take plenty of balls with you. Charlie, you might, I know you always pop in anyway when I'm on, but you might enjoy one of my next few lives, mate. Because I think I've told you before, haven't I? When I had my dog, we used to be out everywhere, but the main place we went was the golf course. And right at the start, when we started going over the golf course, you always find a few golf balls, don't you? And I have said this before, that finding a few golf balls turned into a sort of a little side business for me. So I roped Lou Don into it, and Little Moon, Mini Moon, she enjoyed it. And it went from taking the dog out over the golf course for an hour through the day to going over on a night when it was pitch black. Usually just me and the dog. T1, how you doing, matey? Hope you're alright there, brother. Yeah, so anyway, cut long story short, I went into the golf ball finding, cleaning, sorting and selling business, and I did all right out of it. But what I'm going to do, because it's best to go looking on a night when you've got these torches. I've got these torches off eBay. They're not like just like a handy hand torch, but they're like infrared. Not sure what the exact name for the bulb is, but in the dark, you shine it on the grass, long grass. Yeah, that's the one, Charlie, mate. I've got them. I'm gonna go and get one anyway. You know what? I would have showed you one there, but they're in the car. They're in the back of the car. But definitely in the next week, thinking maybe tomorrow night. I haven't told Lou Don yet, but I might drag Mini Moon out if Lou Don doesn't want to go. Me and Mini Moon will go over the local golf course when it gets dark, which is about 7 o'clock. And we'll go live, show you how we find golf balls in the dark, people. Obviously with a bit of banter as well. Moon style, you know. You just watch tomorrow night, Jim, and you'll see why. Guarantee. Going out on a night with this torch, even though it's a bit scary when you're in the middle of a golf club, middle of a golf course, pitch black. But honestly, me and my dog, we used to go. Me and my old dog, Bella, my boxer, she never had a lead on. We let her off at the golf course on the night, and she used to just go separate ways, and she'd find me, like she'd see the torch from miles away. So it would just be me, literally. That follower, you'll enjoy it. Honestly, I think I've put it, on my channel. I think I took it off, but there was a few videos from last year when me and Mini Moon, we did go out on the night, and I think it wasn't live. I think we just did some videos, but I'll show you, yeah. Fun. Well, Jim, I would go in the cemetery. I would go to the cemetery, mate, but I'm not going to find many golf balls in the cemetery, am I? And I don't think you're allowed to take dogs in the cemetery for obvious reasons. Live followers looking forward to it anyway, so that's all right. Yes, Mrs. Moon, hope you're listening in there, brother. It's absolutely crazy behaviour, guys. Crazy behaviour. Jim, have you been enjoying the cesspit the last few nights? I don't know if you've been watching. Oh, yeah, we're live last night, Jim. Texting everyone. Jim's going live. 11 o'clock. Absolute batty fish. Sorry, I meant to put my camera back on there. New guidelines, so you're not even allowed to smoke a roll up on a live now. Well, at least somebody wants to come on and explain why they didn't go live last night. Not like some people who just tempt us. Some people like to come on and explain themselves, you know what I'm saying? What can't that dog? Oh, I want to be free. Oh, I was not sure on last night. What was going on? I know Nutter had the day out at Flamingo Land the other day. I haven't talked to him about it yet. Nozza, mate, can you give us something else? I know it's probably you, but I've had a few people on. Yeah, man. Cheers, bro.
Yo. What, have you had people sending them me?
No, Nozza, but right. But already this morning, in the last half an hour, right, I've had 3 people in the back. One saying Ginge, who's in the chat, who never goes on panels.
Yeah.
The other one.
You're tempting everyone out, mate. That's what it is. They want to come and say hello.
They're all at it. Yes, Tim.
Oh, big up, Tim.
All right, lads.
How are we doing, Tim? You all right, mate?
Yeah, good.
Wait, Tim, you're getting it that now, mate. What's happening?
Not a lot. I just wanted to let everyone know why I didn't go live last night.
Yeah, tell us what happened, bro.
Well, did you see the cesspit? My name was mentioned.
I don't watch out anymore.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, well, so I cancelled the live thinking he was going to jump on, then I would jump on. I wanted him to chat, but he ended up not coming up on, right? So, you know, and if I didn't go on, I would have got grilled, or if I wouldn't have, you know, it's a cesspit, isn't it?
So you were willing to go on with you? Were you willing to go on like Tim with Gaff?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, are you talking about? Sorry, I was a bit behind there. Is it Garth we're on about
Norris, you know, it's like when Tim comes on, Norris. We've got to get.
No, I get you, man. No, I understand now. I fully understand what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't go live. So
was Garth around last night? I didn't see him anywhere.
Well, he was in the day in some chats, look, and he was on Shufflings yesterday morning in the chat.
Right.
And then later on, Cesspit put that one up, you know, about me, Garth wanted to work with me, like, so.
So you were ready to spill the beans on him on anything that you got asked for, yeah?
What's that, mate?
Were you ready to, because I thought this was still like where we couldn't talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was going to jump on and tell him that he shouldn't even be on there. It's still ongoing case.
So it
is an ongoing.
Though, Tim. I thought you said it's NFA'd.
What's that, mate?
I thought Gaff's been saying that there's no charges or anything. So why can't we talk about it? Is there a separate charge or something?
Well, yeah, I can't really say much, but I'm talking to Garth's ex offline, look, and he's not in a good place at the moment.
Is this Garth's ex? Is she likely? Will she ever show a face and come on a panel? Do you think or not?
Yeah, she's going to do that on mine, but when I don't know. But it'll all come out.
Well, that'll be interesting then, won't it?
Yeah, and I just thought I'd let people know that's why I didn't go live, like, you know.
Yeah, man. I've seen. I know yesterday afternoon I seen your live was still up and then it sort of disappeared, but
yeah,
all right.
Got to be handled with care, that Tim.
Though, aren't you? Still jumping on a few panels. I noticed.
Let the cesspit get to me, but I mean, I'm not the one for panels, but I was willing to go on last night. I was in, I was watching. I went in the chat. I didn't put anything in there until the last thing, like, and Garth said it was to be going on and he didn't show. So, that just goes to show the net.
Yeah, so have you rescheduled it again, like Tim, or not yet?
Saturday. 8 o'clock.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you, when I'm back at work on night shift?
Oh, yeah.
Doing a Pablo on me now. That's what Pablo does. He waits till I'm on nights before he makes his comeback. But I'll still be listening.
No, I just planned it then. Like I seen what was happening on YouTube, and you know, it's crazy though, isn't it?
Just got to be handled with care or anything like that.
Yeah.
Tim, there's somebody's out to get me today. I've just had another person in the background there showing a video saying they're Andy W. So it's all the Middlesbrough lads. I've had every Middlesbrough lad that comes in my chat as being backstage as somebody else, like, winding me up.
There's a lot of, and he even got porn bombed as well, didn't he, last night?
Just put it on there. Put yourself on big screen, Moon.
Sorry?
Put yourself on big screen.
Is that what we do, like, Norris?
Yeah, so just put yourself on big screen.
Where do you do that?
If you click on your picture, just press the button. You got
like
it?
That?
Yeah, like that. And then
you can still bring them on.
And then when he comes in, bring him on and he's just in the background, and then just give him a minute, or put anybody on big screen, put me on big screen, anybody, so and then you can't. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
When you bring them on, it'll just be, and the only person, because all I can see is you. Can't see anything other than you. Can you see me and Tim?
No. How do I get off that?
Click on it again. Press on your main picture, and it'll give you an option.
Shift +1.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're on computer, aren't you? Sorry.
Let's have a look.
There you go.
That's the one. Yeah, so that'll do it, will it?
I think so, mate. I think that's how you do it. Well, yeah, because you couldn't see me or Tim, and if you let them on, it's not going to show them, is it?
Yeah.
So if you want to test it out, mate,
Tim,
you can.
You need to listen to all this, Tim. You're going to have to be doing this. Are you pretty confident now, Tim, with the buttons and that? Because last few times you've come straight on, mate. No mic muted or anything.
Yeah, I'm getting there now with it all. Like, I've been doing a couple of tests, like, private, and getting used to it.
Just when you do go live, Tim, just keep your hands sit on your hands. Then you can't touch the screen.
Sausage fingers.
That's the one, mate.
It's nice to meet you anyway, Tim.
Yeah, and you, Norris.
Yeah, cheers for coming in and chatting that. It's nice, mate. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that comes in and says hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just jumped on about the Eubank fight. Apparently it's back on.
Oh, it's back on. I know. I heard a bit of this morning on the radio. Is that for definite, or is that because I was thinking logistically to cancel an event like that, Norris, 3 days before must be hell.
So UCAD, which is the UK official doping, whatever it is, have said he's not tested for anything, but VADA have said he's popped for that that tablet. Basically, the tablet he would be on would be because he's been on a cycle of something and it's kicking his hormones back up again. Obviously, it's banned for a reason. No one else has popped it except for VADA, and then VADA have obviously got into the British Board of Control, the BBC, the Boxing Board of Control, the British Boxing, or whatever it is, BBBC or whatever they call it, and they've gone, hang on a minute, we're not doing that, but they've not suspended him. So they've not suspended him, so that just means they can go, I think. So
in your eyes, is it possible to still have this fight?
Yeah, they're probably going to do it. It's naughty. They shouldn't. If with this kind of thing going on, because of the weight cut as well. Like there's a lot of stipulations on things like how much you can hydrate Eubank afterwards, and then to add on top of it a steroid scandal. If Eubank got shadows on the brain after that fight, the boxing British Board of Control would be absolutely slated. It'd end a lot of these things. Professional boxing would be in disrepute, and that's where they're coming from. But Eddie Hearn's reckoning, oh fuck it, for money, we'll have it somewhere else. We'll set it up with another, what do they call them? Whatever they call it, another,
yeah,
another company. But I me personally, nah, you don't do that. You don't do that. Somebody's popped for a drug. You have a proper inquiry about it until you find out what's gone on. You don't go any further.
Do you watch the boxing like Tim?
No, I'm not a great level of the boxing. Like I watch it, like big fights like that, like But yeah, I'm more of a football fan, Dear to me.
See, the Borough had a good win last night, Tim.
Yeah, lucky only.
I only watched the first half. Like I thought, we always either win 1-0 or we get beat 2 on the Borough because they can never finish a game off.
Story there, Borough, like
See who the next manager's going to be. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Right, listen, I've got to go, mate. All right, thanks for letting me on.
No worries, mate.
And I'll speak to you soon.
Yes, Tim. No worries, brother. Catch you in a bit. See you in a bit. Seem to have lost Norris there for a minute as well. So I've had 3 palm bombers in the back, guys, in the last hour. In the last 40 minutes. The last one come under Andrew J. I'm not going to tempt fate and say you'll have to do a bit better than that, but just make sure yeah, I know what you're getting at, like Norris, because it opens. I mean, you know more about boxing than me, but I was just thinking logistically, they must have sold out wherever the fight is. I'm not even sure, but to cancel that at this late stage and say the whole card's off, what about all the people that have paid for the tickets and booked hotels, not just in England, from like all over the world? Is that you, Noz? Yeah, man.
Yo. No, sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button. I seen a message that I wanted to reply to in the chat, and I do remember that beautiful blues or whatever. He's put a comment, and that is why they have drug testing. That's why you don't have cheats in the sport. That's why there's commissions that check your gloves before you go in, because it's when you're in with professional athletes and it's like tooth and nail and to the death kind of thing. Sorry, I'm just came in and started rambling.
Oh, you're all right, mate. I want to know about it. I was thinking about it last night, that all them people that have like booked hotels and stuff. And
just to be honest, mate, I'm absolutely gutted for the sport that I love, because like it was supposed to be that my son could sit and watch that with me, and we'd have this memory of boxing that was like this true, cool, amazing, like everything that boxing is, but like for my son to experience it. Because we did when we were kids. We watched Nigel Benn, Eubank, Gatti, Ward. We had all these amazing fights to watch. Now there's fuck all. There's Jake Paul, and that's about it. You're getting Jake Paul stuck up your arse, and that's it. So I thought this could be the moment where boxing could really shine a bit, and they could have a rematch in a year or two. And all it's ended up happening is it's just tarnished it even more. And if they fight and something bad happened, that'd just be terrible. That'd just be terrible. It'd send it back 50 years, the sport.
That's what I mean. So, if you had to put money on it now, is it going ahead or not?
Yeah. If I had to put money on it right now, I would say that the money men of boxing are going to get involved with this, and the moral side of this. Eddie Hearn's already said, I want this fight to go ahead. He's not been suspended. He's not been this. He's not been the other. Well, why the fuck involve VADA to test him then? If you're not going to pay no attention to VADA testing him, why bother having him tested by them then? The point of it is they get tested. Anthony Joshua is not tested by VADA either. There's a few guys that won't do VADA testing. They won't sign up to it. But obviously, I don't know what's gone on with this fight. Obviously, with the I don't know how it works exactly, that side of it, but I can imagine they've gone for extra testing because of the weight cut situation. And right. I can imagine that's how it's gone. In negotiations for the fight, they've gone, right, well, in that case, then make sure we've got full blown VADA, everybody testing you. Yeah.
So
So
what's
that
he been taking? What is it that he's been taking? Have they said?
right. So what it is, it's a drug that women take mainly for fertility. So like, obviously, it makes you more fertile. But you can, the way I'm seeing it is, he's obviously been taking something else that has caused him to be. That's the reason why bodybuilders take it, is because they're becoming fertile, because they're taking testosterone, so the body stops producing their own testosterone. So then they have to take other agents. It also could have been used as a masking agent, so that his testosterone levels look right. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's not. It's banned. It's a banned substance. That's it. It's
But
a banned
surely
substance.
he must have known that he was going to get caught. I mean, what the
No,
plan?
because it's a trace, and VOT and UCAD didn't pick it up. I think another UCAD and another one didn't pick it up. Your normal ones he probably goes with. He's probably got away with it. Listen, I hate to say it, but everybody's on steroids. Everybody's taking shit, and it's really annoying. Everybody. You look at Canelo. You look at Pac-Man when he was coming through ranks. You don't just bulk up like that and go through the weights. You're taking shit. You know what I mean? It's and I could be wrong. But I know I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I know how professional athletes how it goes. If one's taking it, you're just going to do it, aren't you?
There's not going to be a winner in this, then, is there? Because if Ben wins, they're going to say he cheated, and if
that's what I mean. It's like completely. Will I watch it? Yeah. If it's a war, will I enjoy it? Yeah. Will I be pissed off that it's tainted? Yeah. It's just annoying, isn't it? You always get with boxing, you always get dealt a shit card. It's really annoying. Do you know what I mean? Very annoying. Same with this Anthony Joshua business. Eddie Hearn's pissing me off at the moment. If I seen him, I'd tell him, but like, stop ruining boxing, you're fucking pissing me off. We weren't having, he's like this, we weren't having restrictions put on us. We weren't doing this, we weren't doing that. You'll do what you're told. You've got a beaten man in front of you, and you've got a man who's the champion at world. You'll do what you're fucking told. You'll take the fight. If you're hungry for it, you'll take it. If not, fuck off. Stop talking. Don't be talking with people that are fighting. Do you know what I mean? It's very. Sorry, I'm having a ramble.
You're all right, mate. We're all listening, bro. We're all listening. So, they're going to have to make it official or unofficial, officially on or off by today, surely.
I would have thought so, mate. I mean, and I tell you what, Eubank will have, because his brother died, and I was watching like a bit of a documentary, and the one thing that I sort of took from it was he's on one a bit about that, and there's a bit of, there's a bit of needle to it as far as he's concerned. He's fighting for his brother that's died, and his dad that's probably poorly in hospital by the sounds of it. So he'll want to get his hands on that lad and just do a job on him. So he's like prepared to take any fight, but he's not thinking right. He's not thinking right. You don't let a man who's cheating in with you.
So is he going to face any bans or anything because of this?
So far, no. There's no suspension being said, but I know that if Eddie Hearn pushes it, I reckon the British Boxing Board of Control, or whatever the fuck they're called, will push back. They'll go, nope. They'll suspend him. I reckon that might be what happens.
Is this because it's not a title fight or something? Is that making a difference?
It's for it's like an eliminator for a title fight. Do you know what I mean? These guys if you win this, you're all right. Sorry, all right. Look, I'll take you now. I'm just taking my wife to work, mate. Sorry, I fucking forgot. Fucking hell, shit. See you in a bit, mate. See you in a bit.
Get up there, Norris. Norris, our boxing expert when Mr. Adams is away on his jollies. I still don't think I've had them. Got them. I think they've been on a panel together, Darryl and Norris, but not to go full on with the boxing. That'd be interesting, that, because they're both boxing experts, you know. Yeah, the Palm Bombers are after me today, guys. I've had 3 in the background there. So the last one was Andrew J. Anne-Marie, yeah, yesterday. He texts Smithers, like I ramped it up a little bit yesterday morning on flavours. I jumped on, but I had a bad echo. I don't know why, so I didn't stay on long. But I was just put it out there that, has anyone heard from Daryl? Flavours rang him up while I was talking to him. Just said his phone was turned off, which is what me and Dave were getting. But anyway, cut long story short, he's been on holiday. He decided not to tell anyone. He's a big lad now. But next time, don't do it next time, Daryl. Or we'll have to set Jim onto you. I'd like to think if I went missing for a week without telling anyone, I'd like to think that people were asking where I was, you know what I mean? Like, especially my mates. So I think he'll allow it. Jamie Sawyer, how you doing, matey? Massive respect to everyone who was in that chat, guys. Massive respect. Yeah, Film Boy's been on fire the last few days. It's the cesspit that I like. When he's been the last few nights, he's been doing it. I don't know where he gets. I don't know where he gets his humour from. Like, oh, what's it? Fingers there. Glow stick fingers. DJ, what's it? DJ Rusty Fingers. That's it, Anne-Marie. You tell him when he comes back, right? Get him told. Yeah, he's back tomorrow night, though, apparently, with a live, which is the normal, you know, when I go back to work on night shift, everyone, usually Pablo goes live, waits till I've gone back to work, you know what I mean? It's just crazy behaviour. Absolutely crazy behaviour. Only 12 likes, is that it, Tim? Tim, YouTube are playing with me numbers again, you know, mate. I was buzzing because that last live the other day, even though it was 6 hours, at 700 views, which is like a new high for me, like. So obviously I was chuffed with that. And then I had a look this morning, and it's gone down to like 680 or something. I'm like, what's going on here? Who's nicking views? Absolutely crazy behaviour from YouTube, guys. Yeah, do you reckon, Gin, should we do that? It's only right, isn't it, really? Yeah, Tim, the subs, guys, we're on the road to 400 subs. And it's funny that, right, Tim, because my best live before Sunday was entitled The Road to 300. I think it had like 600 odd views. It was a month ago, so it took me a month to get 90 views, people. 90 subs, sorry. That is what you call hard graft. Donny, this is, we'll all be waiting to see that. And see if our other mate, the ABA boxing champion, Scott Foster, is it? See if Scott turns up, because I haven't seen him on any other channels either, to be honest. Anyone who watches Daryl's will know our Scott there. Done a few question marks over Scott there, guys. ABA junior champion. Norris has been doing a bit of work on him. Ginger, still doing your lives, mate? Caught your first one or your first few. I'm not sure. I've got your notifications on. You've got to have your notifications on, haven't you? All notifications. Ginge, how's work going anyway, mate? Have you got any big jobs on? Because Ginge has his own business, LM Grass Cutting, I think it is, based in somewhere near Middlesbrough, in the northeast anyway. I'm guessing that it's going to quieten down for you, Ginge, mate, when the weather changes. People stop cutting the grass and that, don't they? And yeah, Donny, I'm onto that one, you know, mate. We're going to get the bottom of all these likes and algorithms. Video Craig's going to come on, probably be next week now, but going to sort it out with him, you know. It's going to come on. We'll have a bit of crack with him. Then we'll going to take some questions and stuff, you know. Obviously, I'll have some questions for him to do with all things YouTube. And we'll get the bottom of these likes and when you should hit a like button and what's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who's trying to grow the channel, you want to be in on that one. Yes, DJ Cyrus in the house. I don't even know if you still call DJ Cyrus, you know. Bloody that many names for you now, brother. But someone just mentioned you there. See if you're going to be on Daryl's tomorrow night, getting back on the wheels of steel. You know what, Ginger? I love gardening, mate. But absolutely love a massive garden, you know, like a football pitch. Well, who wouldn't like a garden like a football pitch? But yeah. Give me a strimmer, right? Give me a strimmer and a garden that hasn't been cut for 6 months, and I'm happy as Larry. I see Tim's throwing a spanner in the works there, saying that it doesn't matter when you hit the likes. See, I've heard different, Tim. And Video Craig is going to put everything right for us very soon. Live followers, something happened. Am I missing something happened in Thailand, people? It's been in Thailand, I'm guessing there's been some sort of tsunami or something like that, or up until that Boxing Day, big tsunami years ago. Had anyone actually heard of a tsunami? I know I hadn't, but I know it's the aftermath of an earthquake, isn't it? But it might just be me, but see how I've gone for the red, white, red with the butter tops there, Jim. Mixing it up a little bit there, guys. Ice, enjoy your crazy behaviour, guys. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that lad follower. I haven't seen any news for a while, mate. Crazy, man. Honestly, crazy world. Nutter, how you doing, matey? Nutter, how was your day, Flamingo Land? Flamingo Land, yeah. We were having a little chuckle about it, me and Ludon. I was like, well, who's he going with? The kids and that. She's like, no, I don't think he's taking the kids. I was like, go on the Nutter. He's got the right idea there. Did you go on all the big rides, Nutter? And What about your flat cap? Did you have to leave your flat cap on, or did you take it off when you went on the, what's it called there, that big one? I can't remember. I've been on it though. My favourite ride at Flamingo Land has got to be that one where you sit on the motorbikes at the start and it just propels you off. Like a straight start, you know, and it's just like 0 to like whatever it is in like 0 seconds. Yes, Slim Reaper, how you doing, matey? Slim, Daryl's okay by all accounts. Texted me last night. David spoke to him. Just decided to not tell anyone he was going away for a week. Turned his phone off. Is that possible, people, to turn your phone off for a week? I think an hour's about the max, isn't it? When you run out of battery. And even then, you're devastated. Nutter, do you want to jump on and tell us about these tell us about your day at Flamingo Land or what? So I'll tell you about when me and my son went. So it was quite a few years ago. I said, right, we're going to go camping at Flamingo Land. I've been saving the vouchers out of the Mirror newspaper, and it was like dead cheap anyway. If you went camping, you paid for 1 or 2 nights camping, and you got into the park for nothing. Like as soon as it opened, about an hour before anyone else. It was in the summer, so as you do, goes to go outdoors for a tent. Being as tight as I am, picks the cheapest tent combination with fold-up chairs, 2 sleeping bags, a tent, a little fold-away table. About 50 quid. I thought that'll do me all day long. Didn't even take it out of the packet until we actually got to Flamingo Land, signed in and everything. Drives up where all the massive tents are, you know, like mansions and stuff, and big caravans with TVs on. I said, oh, your son, he's a little patch here. This'll do us. Gets the tent out. No lie. It was to look at it compared to the tents that were around us. It looked like a rabbit cage, a rabbit hutch, and that was for me and my son to sleep in. So we just looked and laughed, and went into the park. Didn't worry about it till late at night when we said, "Right, this'll do. We'll get in." All snuggled up, and it started raining, didn't it? Oh my God! Cut a long story short, we were only there one night. We slept half the night in the car. And yeah, tent, I think I might have even left the tent there, or somebody used it to let the dog sleep in. Right, what's this chat saying here? Let's have a look at the chat. PP did say in a chat, I seen him in the other day, he said, oh, I'm going to jump on your panel now. I said, if I let you. Because obviously we all know that it's the Cartman's the main man, isn't he? Drop the link, mate. Let's drop the link. Nutter. Boss Dog, you've been busy, fella, the last few days. I haven't seen you. I think I already said that, didn't I? I can't imagine Jim fishing, like, to be fair. You can't sit still for that long, I know him. Actually, the more I think about that, Jim, the more I realise that fishing has just got to be the worst sport ever for you, like, or the worst hobby, because we know that you can't sit still for 2 minutes. I think you'd for Jim to go fishing, he'd have to have about 20 people there, you know, so he could banter, yeah. Yes, my brother.
Well, Kitty's there. I'm good. Was great. Yeah, Flamingo Land was class, mate. I got a cuddle, a lion, proper in the pen with it, cuddling it a lot.
Tell us all about it, Nutter, because I love Flamingo Land, mate. So who did you go with?
I just went with I was supposed to go with our lass and taking our rights back in his missus, but Mrs. Nutter ended up with a gum infection and an abscess, so she stayed off. She didn't go, so just me taking our rights back and his missus went.
Right, did you have any vouchers or anything, or did you just pay the full price?
I had to pay full whack, and because I was a single person, I had to pay £49 to get in.
Is that what it is? Jeez.
Yeah, I think two of us would have been £29 each, you know, like 60 quid near enough for the pair.
So what was the weather like? Because you need a dry day, don't you?
Yeah, but it didn't rain till 4 o'clock, so it was fine. Good weather.
So you got there what time? What time did you get there?
We got there about 10:30, 11ish, and it rained about 4 just after we'd finished watching the Sea Lion show, and then we were going home then anyway.
How busy was it?
90 people in the entire park.
How many?
90, so you didn't have to even queue for a ride, and even the biggest ride you could get on, sit on and stay on for the next go if you wanted.
Wow, was everything open then?
Yeah, practically everything was open. A few of the daft little ducks and stuff like that was shut, but all the big rides were open.
So is it coming at the end of the season now for them? How long do they open for? Do they open till November, is it, or something?
Open until the 31st of October, Anna. That's the last day of the season.
Right. Because I haven't been for a few years, but I do like the place, and they've got some decent rides in there, haven't they?
I don't like it. I hate everyone.
What's the latest ride they've got?
That's Sick or whatever it's called, isn't it? Sick or.
I think they were building that. Is it as you go in? They were building it like when I was last there.
Yeah, it's where the corkscrew used to be. As soon as you go in.
And what is it? Catch you in a bit, Anne-Marie, mate. Cheers for popping in there, Anne-Marie. Bristol Bomber, how are you doing?
Go through like tunnels of rain and stuff. It's all right. But I don't like any of them anyway. I scream like a little girl on all of them.
So did you have it organised for a while then, or was it just a last minute thing?
Oh, we organised it a few weeks ago. Well, yeah, man. Met Aldi.
I know, yeah. Well, I'm wanting him in the chat, not because I don't know if you've been following it. That he was on my block list.
Yeah, is he out now?
I managed to get it off yesterday. Anne-Marie helped us. She sent me a link, and I wasn't far away. I was on the right page for the last few weeks. I just hadn't scrolled up enough. You know where the block list is. If you scroll up, it tells you where your hidden list.
Yeah, you would.
Just hadn't gone up.
You hadn't pressed up, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Same
he
thing.
was on there. He was on there, and I took him off, but he isn't in the chat today. But yeah, I've been getting loads of stick for it, mate, off Phil Graham and everyone. I've been getting loads of stick.
Yeah, he's at the zoo. He's not at work, but he's taking his daughter down to have a look at something.
Right.
That's probably like not in the chat. What's it?
Have you met him before? Because you're friends with Torbs, aren't you?
No, well, I'd never met Aldi before, and he doesn't know Torbs. And we were just in my chat, and he said, "I'll meet you when you're there." So I thought he was going there. And then I'd just been leaning over the fence, stroking this massive tortoise, practically in the enclosure. My legs are on the other side, I'm like this, my feet in the air and everything, stroking it, going, "Look at this, it's amazing." Oh, yeah. And then, hang on, I don't know whether you can see, but this is me on a ride, I'll show you. Yeah, so then.
You've got all the pictures as well, like, it's class, them pictures.
Torb's got them. Yeah, so then I turned around and there's a keeper bloke coming towards me, and I thought, shit, he's going to tell me off for stroking the fucking tortoise. And because it was a huge, I've never seen tortoise that big. So I went to pat it on the head. And then he smiled, I was like, "You're Aldi." And he was like, "How did you know?" I was like, "Because the rest of the people in Flamingo, They keep like eyeing me as if I'm going to steal a fucking rhino or something. Know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I've been mates with Old D, but where does he live? Close by there, like.
Somewhere near there, yeah. They looked after me on the ride, terrified.
I was probably cap, guys. That's what he looks like without his cap. You wouldn't recognise him.
Of course, you'd recognise me. It's just me, bald. It's me without the cap on, man. That's what I look like. A baldy egg.
So you went on every ride then, and like no queues or anything. That's beauty. That.
You walked up, and if you had to wait any time at all, it was like a minute because the ride had already set off. Went on the lot.
Yeah, it's beauty. That like. I usually go at least once a year, but normally you can get it cheap, can you? You know, if you save the vouchers and stuff. Or you get a box of cereal and it's always got a voucher on for Alton Towers or somewhere, hasn't it?
Apparently, don't tell anybody, but apparently if you go to the church right next door to Flamingo Land and you go right at the back past all of the thingies, there's a dead little fence where you come out inside of like a llama enclosure or something, yeah. I wouldn't tell Al D that, like, because he might build the fence fucking bigger, but I paid in, people, I paid in.
Yeah, 50 quid, it sounds a bit steep, like, doesn't it? But
if you went to the fair and you went on 10 things, at the fair nowadays, it's about fucking £5 a go of everything in it. So that's 10 things is 50 quid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the way to look at it, especially if you're not having to queue or anything as well. You know what I mean? You're laughing.
No queue busters. So
Lordy said Nutter was going that quick, his brows were tucked behind his ears.
Lordy's that ugly, he has to put midnight as his fucking profile picture.
I had someone in the background today, right, Nutter, since I come on. I've had Andy W in the background as a porn bomber.
Yeah.
Ginge.
Okay, now.
Lordy. So they've all using people who know that they're from Borough.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that they don't go on panels, but they've all been backstage.
There's only Lordy from Borough there. Andy W, Northallerton, not Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Ginger was born in South Bend, lives in South Bank, not Middlesbrough.
Right.
So the sort of
what's that area South Bank called? What's that? It's there's another word for it.
Like a shithole.
Apart from shithole. No, it's another borough. There's another borough, isn't there? It's not Redcar, it's the borough of...
Oh, no, I thought it was Redcar in Cleveland.
No, there's another name for it, for Dormanstown and South Bank and that. I can't remember what it is now. It'll come to us. But so do they say they're from Borough, though?
They do. Well, they up the Borough and that, yeah. But the half of Borough, we'll sort of adopt them, won't we? You know what I mean?
We'll let them off.
Well, it's not like the Jordans came from the Middlesbrough,
are they? So how was Mrs. Nutter then? Was she devastated about not being able to go? Like,
she was more devastated about not meeting Aldi and the sea lions and all that, because that's the type of thing she likes. And
I've heard about the sea lion video that you've put up. I haven't watched it yet, but Louise has told me about it. Said you've got to watch it.
About 11 seconds long. I gotta get a kiss off it and everything, man. I'd give it a cuddle and everything.
There's a joke somewhere there, like, there's a joke somewhere there, like
fishy lips and all that type of stuff. I'm from Borough. I've kissed plenty of fucking fishy lips in me time.
You know, when I used to go there, right, I used to put the sat nav on, right? And it always used to take. Did you go through the country way? You know, Paul, through the hills and all that.
Yeah, straight over the Millwoods and what have you.
On the way back, it always took me another way on the way back.
Exactly what happened. It took us through some mad like bridges and through little villages and all that. It's back like, where's this taking us? Castleton and all that. Danby and Castleton.
Really, is it Ripon or is that not?
Just past Pickering, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, Pickering. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Class. I love it. Can't wait to go back and stroke the sea lion again. Next time I'm going to cuddle a tiger. See how that like.
Them sea lion shows are good, like, aren't they? I bet that bloke's been there for years doing that, hasn't he? I think they have about 3 of them, don't they? And they train them and whatever.
The bloke that's been there for years is Al D. He's the head trainer.
Get away.
He's a superstar, mate. I was like, you're a legend. I've been seeing you for like 20, 30 years or something. He was like, yeah, that's him. That's LD.
Winding me up.
And not 100%, 100%. When he said to me, do you like sea lions? And I was like, I've never seen a sea lion before, really, apart from the show. He's like, do you want to come backstage and stroke it and all that? Yeah.
Aldi is the sea lion trainer at Flamingo Land.
Yeah.
Never in this world. There you go, people. There's a first for you. I don't know if I believe you, do I?
Don't have to.
From one borough lad to another borough lad, I have to believe you, do I, on that one?
Yep. Well, you know me. I don't tell no lies. They're easy to get caught lying, so I just don't lie. But yeah,
never said that before. So if somebody said to him in a chat, "What do you do, Aldi?" would he say, "Oh, I'm a sea lion trainer," and we'd have to believe it?
I don't know. Well, would you believe him? See, if Aldi had said that, you'd have said piss off.
Yeah, no, an Aldi, I would have said piss off.
Yeah, but no, man, that's what he does. That's his job.
He's a big wind-up merchant, like. But so did you know that when you got there?
I thought until the day I was going that he was just going to go to Flamingo Land and meet me, and that he lived somewhere.
Yeah.
And then on the day he said, I was like, "Well, how are you going to know?" And he was like, "You'll definitely see me at some point today." And I was like, and then he put in the chat, "Do you like sea lions?" And I didn't see that. Mrs. Taub saw it. Yeah, but
does anyone else in the chat know that? Does anybody else know that? That is crazy behaviour from Aldi, by the way.
Everybody from the breakfast show should know that. He said it in the chat. I'm sure of it.
So what the question that we need to ask now, Nutter, is why didn't you get a discount, mate?
I didn't know he was or what he'd done or nothing like that at that time, did I? Otherwise, I would have asked. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously,
The next time I go, I'm going to say, you know, the sea lion training. Yeah, I'm his best mate. I've cuddled the sea lion. I need to be in for.
Yeah, like you must be able to get a few family passes. You know what I mean?
So I'm a small YouTuber, 5'5". Don't I get a pass for that even? Know what I mean? I see big YouTubers getting passes. They must be 6 foot.
I'm quite surprised, Nutter, because I've heard you with your replay the other day with your 26 questions with Zeus. Yeah, that he's obviously flogging the ass off that interview now, isn't he? Because
that's what he's done, isn't it? That's what he's done.
Yeah, it is like. But now I'm thinking, were you not tempted to hide in the boot? You know, when you were going through to pay.
You don't do that no more, do you? That's what I was saying. I said to him, like, this is where I get out and get in the boot. And he was like, we paid the, but I already knew we already paid at the gate. No, that's how we paid now. But years ago, Dad would stop and say, right, the 6 years in the boot now. Me, my brother, and
get away with that now anywhere, like.
I suppose you can maybe.
Like Valley used to be a good one for that. Because that was
exactly.
You used to pay in your car, you used to lean out and pay, and then they let you in. But the pub fans on you in that now, don't they?
I was thinking about doing it at Longleat, maybe getting the kids in the boat, and then when we go through the monkey enclosure, you just let them out, and they should be able to live there rent free. They'll get on. No climb trees and that.
Ginger's saying,
only
Aldi does get free tickets, so I'm going to get Lou done onto that one, like get a few free tickets out of him before the end of the month.
But if you're going, come get me, get free tickets, and I'll come.
Yeah, I'm sure you're in the boat, Nutter.
Well, all right, on the roof rack will do. What I want to go in is one of you seen on the roof racks of these cars now. They have like a little box on the top. I want to get in one of them. I'd fit in one of them.
You know what? I've just got in my garage today, right, Nutter. I'm not. I hate spiders and that. Do you like spiders?
I love them.
Do you?
I love creatures.
I hate them. I hate spiders. Not as much as I used to, right? But I knew that I had to go in the garage today because my son's going to Amsterdam on Monday. So the 2 suitcases are in the garage, and I was like, "Oh, I've been in here for about a year. It's going to be horrible, you know." Anyway, I went in, got my way through all the cobwebs and that, and found the suitcases. And I've just got them out for him there. Go to Amsterdam for his first ever holiday with his girlfriend.
Hopefully he comes back. That's what I usually think when I go to Amsterdam. I'm glad I'm going. I hope I come back.
I said to him, I said it's not like it used to be. Like, I've heard it's not like it used to be. You know, I've heard it's changed a lot.
It's a bit safer than it used to be. You know what I mean? Years ago, it was a bit robby, wasn't it? It was always people trying to get Ali to buy something. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I've stopped. I'm going now.
Yeah, it turns a bit seedy when it gets dark, doesn't it? Loads
But
of
it's a
little
bit.
alleyways and stuff, but
It's
he's doing it properly. He's paid. It's a proper like package, you know, through Thompson's or whatever, where he's got a nice hotel. So I know where he is. It's not like he's trying to do it on the cheap or anything. But
yeah,
I
like I
remember
say,
we went for a stag do.
I hate
We went for a
wasps.
stag do, and we all got there. 20 of us went straight into a cafe like you do.
Yeah.
About 8 hours later, we come out, didn't have a clue where we were or anything. 20 of us all just like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, I done that with biscuits the first time I went. I was smoking joints, buzzing. I thought, I'm going to get one of these biscuits, me. And I ate it. It didn't do nothing, so I fucking bought another two. Ate them two. About quarter of an hour later, I was cockeyed and everybody's trying to carry me about fucking Amsterdam.
Well, that's what I'm saying to him. That's my one thing I've said to him. Go do a bit of shopping before you go anywhere near a cafe.
Yeah, see some bits. Well, I didn't know that them bikes on the side of the road weren't free. So I'm just getting on a bike, pedaling about, and then putting it on the next bit when I stopped and just getting another
They're all
one.
the same, man. There's like thousands of bikes all parked up. It's like, how do you know who's is who's? You know what I mean? It's hundreds of them.
I was looking for the ones that didn't have a lock on them. They were mine.
Yeah. I haven't been
Back
for
in
a long time. I haven't been to Amsterdam for a long time.
I haven't, not since I had the kids and that. So like 50.
So have you got any more outings planned? Weren't the kids devastated that you were going without them? Like, or didn't you tell them?
I just didn't tell them. Yeah,
They'd be devastated. Or see you later, kids. Get off to school while we go to Flamingo Land for the day.
Well, when they came in, it was supposed to be the auntie was going to be there because our lass was going to come with us, but I wasn't there when they got in. Like, where's Dad? He's gone to Flamingo Land. Dodgy.
Oh man, so imagine though if you had to take the kids and the wife, how much it would have cost you, mate.
Well, we usually go for the last week of October because our lass's mum goes. It's the family fund thing, and she gets a free holiday. We have to pay for ours usually, but we're not going this year because it was freezing last year. And that's why if you're going for a day out, don't go on the last week of October because it's packed. So last week it's open and the family fund gives everybody the free holiday on that last week in October when the kids are off.
Yeah.
So it's rammed.
Has anyone in the chat been to Amsterdam in the last year or could give me any tips to pass on to me son? Like, it's his first time going with his girlfriend. I don't know what he's expecting. But I'm glad he's sort of going in a hotel and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
got some from Teesside as well, so you're laughing, aren't you, from Teesside Airport?
I've only ever been on a ferry, me.
Yeah, I have. It's horrible, isn't it?
Don't know, you get cause chaos on a ferry, don't you?
No, but we went and it must be, I know it's a rough ride anyway over the North Sea, but we must have had like, honestly, you couldn't even stand up, not there. It was one of them, you just like this.
Well, we got stuck in the middle of the English Channel, just going from Dover to Calais. But it had to weigh anchor in the middle because there's a mad storm thing and it couldn't go no further. So for about 4 hours, we were just on a ship that was doing that. Oh, and they were saying you can have 3 pints and free food if you go to the restaurant thing. And I was like, how can you eat free food in this? And if you got a free pint, you're only getting quarter in your mouth because the fucking thing was like that. You need one of the chippy cups to drink your beer with.
Yeah, man. I've seen this as well. Ginger's saying here that no tobacco in the cafes, and my son's been on about that.
So it's just bong.
They're already made, aren't they? The joints and that are all behind the bar, and they're already made.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it won't have no tobacco in. It'll just be full green, won't it?
That's what I mean. Like, he doesn't realise. He thinks he's going to go there with his girlfriend and sit in the cafe all day, mate. I said, you'll have one of them blunts. And you won't know where you are. Just
one of them hit off a bong and that'll be it. Boing.
Yeah.
Well, have your wits about it because, like you say, it might be a bit safer now, but they know there's loads of people running about stoned and monged, so they're going to try and rob you.
Yeah, they spot you a mile off as well, don't they? The touts and that. This was years ago when I went. Like, I know it will have changed a little bit, but still you worry about them, don't you? You've got it all to come anyway. Have your kids ready for going on holiday yet or not?
No, my oldest one will be 16 in February.
Is she? It's a she, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she quite streetwise and that then, Nutter, or do you worry about her? Or yeah.
I don't worry about that. My oldest son, I'd worry about him, but my oldest daughter, nah, she's got a right look like me. She don't care.
Yeah.
Get in my face, I'll rip it off.
So is it all right round there now? Where you live, Nutter? Do the kids go out and play and that, or?
Man, I'll go out. Apart from, like, say, Grace doesn't, she stays in, but if you're from the area, it's okay, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just what they grow up with, innit? Man, don't play around the shops and all like little fucking scroats because I'd kick their heads in. No, I wouldn't have my kids being disrespectful to people around the shops. They all go and play at the mates, or like say, my daughter goes and practices the guitar with her friends and stuff like that.
What about your neighbours? Have they moved in yet?
Yeah, they seem to be all right. They're a bit of noise, but they're moving in, so it's going to be noisy, innit? One of them things,
So
but
they're
they're
actually in there now, or they're just in the process?
in there now. There's a man and a woman, and it looks like they've got their grandkids because they're older than me and they've got really little kids, so I'm assuming there must be grandkids. But yeah, nice enough.
Introduce yourself and that, like, oh, is it over the back fence job or?
Yeah, I've banged over the fence and give it, oh, yeah, I'm not going to live next door, no. She was like, I know. John knew.
You might get a few subs out of them.
Oh, no. I don't want them watching the crazy behaviour. They'll be moving, won't they? Be like, fucking hell, going to police stations and be the lunatic and all sorts. Cuddle sea islands.
Yeah, quality that, like. So what you doing today, Nutter? What's a typical Thursday for Nutter?
Now, I've just come back from having my head battered at the school because I got a form sent out. I had to fill it in for my littlest one to go to UCA or whatever it's called next year. But I can't fill them in because I can't write. So I just rang the school and said, here, can you do it? And they said, yeah, come in there, give me an hand doing it. So he's registered for that school next September. He goes to the big school. Get in.
Cool.
No more for school, no school run.
Oh, I'll be mad that, won't I?
No, just be longer time on me.
Start school because I think they're starting earlier and earlier now. Like our daughter has to be at school for 8:15.
Same as Harry. He can go into school from 8:15 till 20 to 9. But he wants to be there at 15:15 or 20 past. He's like, oh wait, come on, Dad.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like
I've got some fireworks.
Might as well be at school because I still have to get it. Yeah, well, he does actually get me up now, but I still have to give him a lift. It's only a few miles down the road, but he doesn't know what a bus is.
2 seconds, I'll just show you this big box anyway. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Yeah, watch this box. I got more than this, but I got these fireworks and some more.
Oh, you know where I put him? You know where I put in the garage as well today, Nutter?
What?
About 3 big sackfuls of wooden chocks for you.
Oh, buzzing, we'll have them.
So there'll be a car full by. I'm just getting a few bagfuls every time I'm at work, so you'll have a decent bommy.
Oh yeah, we'll have
bommy night before bommy night.
Right, hold on there. 2 seconds, I sort this camera out. Where am I? More settings, camera, face, wop. Yeah, my mate come round yesterday and he was like, do you want any thingies this year, fireworks? I was like, yeah, but he's like, I've got a deal with £200, you get 2 of these boxes and what have you. So I said, can I use #Nutter and get 50%? He's like, oh, not really. Then after about 10 minutes, he's like, okay, just give us it. Just give us £1. So you've seen it, look at this.
We got these half price.
Yeah, well, it says on the box, retail 225, but these, a load of other rockets. Look at this, 250 shot barrage.
Not sure you want to be charging people.
56, 500 shots on. Look at this, millions of them, man. I'm gonna blow Berry Hills sky high. Fireball. some rockets are bigger than me, but that's still hard. Bigger than. Right, man, loads of it. But 100 can you?
I like fireworks. But I'm never one for buying them. I'll be honest. I might have got a few rockets one year and set them off, but yeah, like because they don't. Do they still have like the planned shows and everything like they used to at Hemi? Is any of them still go on now?
I've wanted Stockton Donor, but it's that packed. I'm not the best person with millions of people pushing me about. Know what I mean? It's cold. It's dark. I don't drive, and I can do better just out my back garden and annoy the neighbours at the same time.
So a bonfire night special then, obviously.
Well, same as it is every year. It's the biggest celebration in my house, bonfire night.
Are we going to be going live and stuff?
I think I'm going to go live, but not until a little bit later because there'll be a lot of people who come to begin with that won't want to be on a live or the face show and all like that.
So you've sent the invite out, have you?
Yep, come round, mate. You know where I live. Come round, bommy night.
Well, we've been on about, man, in our house.
Get round. PCXE, you and your lads are welcome. Or even the kids if you want to be.
And because I'm bringing the wood, can I have some sort of sponsorship?
Of course you can.
Sponsored
Every
by
time.
Fly Me to the Moon, and who did you have to share it with last time? Who else was get your wood?
Oh, hell, he brought me them logs, didn't he, last time?
I tell you what, the things burn. You know, cardboard cores.
Yeah.
Like, do they burn? You know, like a toilet roll, but a lot thicker.
Big, massive ones. Yeah, of course I do. Cardboard burns.
Oh, I'll get you them all day.
Yeah, man.
I'll get you a car full of them, mate.
They all burn like little logs, aren't they? Don't last as long, but.
What about Poppadom? Does Poppadom like the fireworks? Like, oh,
she doesn't burn. No, yeah. She'll sit out the back and watch the fire, and she'll watch the little like issies and pings. But when the big bangs come, she just goes and sits in the kitchen. She's not really bothered.
Rock hard, the hardest cat in Middlesbrough. That.
Yeah. It's got more scars than any other cats in Middlesbrough. It's only just getting caught by a dog the other week, hasn't it? Dog caught hold of it by its back leg. Didn't really bite into it, just pieced the skin a little bit.
I know the dogs have been in the news this week, haven't they? There was that bad attack. I haven't seen it like on the news. I just heard about it. Them XL bullies.
Well, yeah, my mate's got one of them.
Well, we've got one, but and like she is soft. You know what I mean? She's daft as a brush, but she's massive. She's like built like a tank.
It's as massive. It's got the cutties and all that, but it's just a bit of death.
Yeah, but from what I've heard from that incident where that woman died, from what I can gather, she's been in a room with 5 of them. You know what I mean? And like an old AP, I think she was in the 60s. I mean, I wouldn't feel safe with 5 XL bullies in a room with you.
No, I don't know. It depends if I knew them. Yeah, but not. What if they want to start playing tug of war with your legs or something? Know what I mean? You've got not much choice. You're just getting ripped to bits, aren't you?
Well, exactly. I mean, I heard that they all got shot. All the dogs had to be shot. But you can imagine, can't you? I mean, going there, you're looking in a room and there's a dead body there. It's by 5 dogs. What else can you do?
Exactly. The dogs are all full of blood and what have you, looking like the Incredible Hulk, fucking crossed with a vampire or something. No. Well, then, boom, 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 boom.
Must be horrible, that, like.
Yeah. But what was she doing with 5 of them anyway?
I know. I think there's more of a story to that than
probably been dumped on her because someone's maybe gone to jail or they thought we can keep them there. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You don't 70-year-old decide you want 5 XL bullies. You're not going to walk them.
So let's get back to Jim, right? Doing his recycling his content.
Yeah.
Because he's too lazy to do any new content, yeah? So he recycled Nutter's 20 questions, but did you like the start of it? It was beauty, wasn't it?
Well, better, wasn't it? Like I say, but that's what getting the copyright claim in it by putting Firestarter on the beginning of it.
Firestarter.
Twisted Firestarter.
Yeah, it was good. Like I didn't see a premiered or anything. I was just flicking through and I seen he was live, and then I sort of cottoned on straight away that it was that he just repeated it, but he was in the chat as well, wasn't he? Which was quite fun. We're having a good
I wish-
laugh in the chat.
I wish everybody else who watched it for the second time clicked on and didn't say happy birthday to me again. Like, happy
Oh,
birthday.
birthday the day after, wasn't it?
Like, what for next year?
That's Jim for you, you know what I mean?
Smithers
So,
came in me morning show flying in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I'm like, it's not my birthday.
Yeah, it was
No,
good
never.
though, wasn't it? Like, it was
Oh
good
yeah,
to watch it back. Have you watched it back anywhere?
I watched it back a little bit after the first time, but that was the first time I watched it fully. But yeah, it was good doing it. It was good watching it as well. I'd do it again.
Like just hearing the stories again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you toned them all down as well, didn't you? Really, could have been
100%.
there all day.
Yeah, they're totally. They have to be done really. I mean, I can't be telling any of these stories where it ends with "I allegedly." You know what I mean? Because there's been no sentences put out for them crimes yet. So
I
there's
think
allegedly.
my favourite one was the Ann Summers one. Like,
Yeah. Like I say, the worst bit about that was actually going into court and having to get the judge reading it out. You know, like he was caught with a 12-inch Johnny and a 10-inch red rooster and and I had some personal use as well. So obviously in court to read out, like, so what was he thieving him for? Personal use.
good.
But yeah, I thought it was on a win.
What have you been enjoying lately on YouTube then? Not
I don't really watch a lot. I don't watch, to be honest, much of it.
What about
Windy.
BBA's been doing a bit like, and he putting a bit of content out there.
I haven't really been catching BBA, not neither. When the kids are at school, I've only really got during the day to catch on, and then a little bit on the night. I went on Peanuts. Well, I wasn't on Peanuts. I was on Peanuts Live last night playing a game with him. Fall Guy.
Yeah, what's this Fall Guy game? Like, Louise said that they're all on it at where she works.
It's like a little fella running through a maze with loads of other. You got to beat the other people. It's rock hard.
What, you jump on? Is that like Xbox Live? Is it or something?
Yeah, you get it on the Xbox Game Pass thing free.
Yeah,
and then I can play with like anybody who's on my thing. Usually Jay, Blue Nose, and Peanut.
yeah. I'm not into me games. There's a new FIFA out, isn't there?
Yeah, well, that's what I need to be getting a new FIFA, but they come out the same time as Christmas is coming and everything else is coming. Know what I mean? What's the point?
Yeah.
Then I can't.
Ginge said he wants to interview me. Like, are you going to pay all my expenses and that? Like, Ginge. Then we'll do it. I'll need 3 bottles of Newty Brown.
No, you get the transit trip
and 10 fags, and then I'm yours, mate. Anytime.
Yeah, LM, interview me on your channel.
Interview us both
at the same time, and if we take our rats up, we look like a fucking 2 baldy ass cheeks.
Yeah, man. Well, you know that you're the reason for this hat. No, you know that.
I'm very glad I am.
Not to put it on backwards. Let's have a look. Put it on backwards.
Just putting them on backwards reminds me of the Kangal hat situation, and
yeah, it does, like, doesn't it?
Yeah, ending up with a response.
Yeah, so I've only got the one anyway. Does this fit me all right? Is that a decent fit, or?
Like I was saying to Mrs. Moon, it doesn't matter. It depends on what you're wearing. You know what I mean? If I've got my tracksuit on, so I'll put one that's tight on. But if I was wearing a big coat, I'd put one on like this, no, a bigger one, like a puffy coat. I'd put a big one on. And if I was Halloween, I'd put this one on. Ooh.
So I bet you've got some costumes for Bommy Night, have you?
I've got millions of costumes. I've got loads of them just here.
Do you celebrate the Halloween as well, do you?
Not really, no, with the wife being a witch. Yeah, the mother-in-law usually turns up on a broomstick. You know what I mean? But
Dave Smithers says happy birthday, Nutter.
Thank you very much, Dave Smithers.
Did you see last night? I don't know if you'll have seen Nutter on the cesspit last night. He got palm bombed and it was under Smithers' name. So Phil Boy let him on, and it was a fucking palm bomb. Funny as like.
I don't. Like I said, I've never watched a test bit. I've watched it a couple of times when I think Matt Blackburn was on there and a couple of other people I know. Oh, sorry. I thought the wind was opening the door. So that's passed me the fag. I'm shutting the door. Piss off. Piss off.
So are you still you know, you obviously you do a morning, yeah? Are you still as up for it now as you were like when you first started?
Yeah. What, like I say, before I'd done YouTube, I used to get up, go out the back with a cup of tea and a joint, and sit and talk to myself. Now I talk to 30, 40 people, so it's just the same. If I wasn't on YouTube, I'd be out there talking to myself anyway. This is terrible, this behaviour.
So, did you see my last live? Anne-Marie was, I had Anne-Marie on the panel for about 2 hours, so I kind of been doing bad there.
Exactly, you've got Anne-Marie on there, super mod, queen mod. I like Anne-Marie.
Because I jumped on her panel the other night and there was a bit of controversy, you know, not because I'd had half a joint, right? I admitted I'd had half a joint, and the missus, Lou Dodd says, don't be going anywhere when you've had half a joint, because I think I'm chubby brown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thought I was all right. I wasn't sure of the vibe on Anne-Marie's. I knew it was chilled out.
Yeah.
But I jumped on and sort of yapped for about 20 minutes. But we were having a laugh. I thought it was all right. But then obviously she returned the favour. But I had her on for 2 hours. It was good.
Big up Anne-Marie, mate.
Got Phil Boy on as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Big up Phil Boy. Like I say, I like Phil Boy. I don't, if I'm in your chat and someone started arguing up the top, I just fucking go out with it, me. I can't be arsed. I've had chill most of my life. I don't need chill now. I'm relaxing.
Yeah, man. So we've got to start looking for Christmas as well, haven't we? Christmas things are starting to come out and that, aren't they?
I hate Christmas. I like it for the kids. But like I always say to people, when I woke up one Christmas day in a garden shed, knocked on everybody in my family's door, and I couldn't get a drink of water, you know what I mean? So Christmas goes down the hill once you've had like proper Christmases.
Yeah. I do like it. I just don't like all the stress that it brings, you know what I mean? It's like Louise, she starts shopping for Christmas in like January.
Yeah, well, we've got all the cash there waiting to do Christmas, and we're doing it in the next 2 weeks or something. We usually finish by the end of October or at the very latest November. Happy birthday, Smithers! How you doing? Happy birthday!
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
How you doing,
Smithers? You good, Fly?
You all right there, son?
Yeah, I'm always good, mate. Always good.
So you're on the cesspit last night? Another
good.
Yeah,
doing me rounds porn bombing apparently, wasn't I?
That was funny as that, like.
What the fuck, mate? Was you watching it?
Yeah, I was watching it all. Funny as. But so obviously, right?
Do you not think it's funny?
Do you think what's happened there? There's been some clever troll in there who's seen an opportunity, hasn't he? Because he asked you to go on, didn't he? Filmboy said, "Smithers, get yourself on," and then straight away you were in the chat. This troll is like must have changed the name to Smithers and seen the opportunity, and Filmboy's just like let you straight on. Is that?
It didn't even look, mate. What happened? It was literally like 2 or 3 minutes from me saying, "Give me a couple of minutes and I'll jump on." And in that 2 or 3 minutes, that's when they did it.
So all you've got to sat there and change the name, haven't they?
All you've got to do, right, Fly, is like say I join your link before you join like you join my panel. It says continue as. You just press that and change it to whatever you want, anything you want. Right. But if you look on the top, if they're verified, it'll have in blue what the real name is. Like on the top of mine, it'll say when I come in, it'll say Peter Breeze backstage as well as the Nutter channel.
I haven't got that bit, you know, where you're authenticated. I've never done that. I've seen it, but
easiest way to authenticate it is just attach your Google account thing to your YouTube. That's it. That'll give you your bank card verification and your Google verification same time. Then you've got 2 boxes ticked at the same time.
Yeah.
I've got 3 boxes ticked. I just need 1,000 people. The rest I've ticked it, the watch hours and all that.
So you've stopped, you haven't had any guests on for a while, have you, not?
No, I'm going to do one on Saturday. Put some guests on. I don't really need guests, mate. It's early in the morning. They're either getting up and going somewhere or going to work or what have you, and I can talk for fun, mate.
You know what? There's no show without Judy, is there?
So,
Jim.
big up, Jim.
Guys,
What are you doing, Zeus?
Oh, yeah,
fine.
so-
How was the tunnel of rain? We went to a theme park and went through the tunnel of rain. Really? Just stands outside.
Then you go
50 quid.
Yeah.
I hope you've paid notice some royalties for regurgitating that content, Jim.
And to see a tortoise. Fucking hell, man.
Listen, Zeus, tortoise, right? This is a tortoise with the size of like, it's huge, like a boulder with legs, and like
Oh, that's
taking out
brilliant.
and I'm
A
like,
big tortoise, man. A big tortoise.
Did you know that there's only one giant Galapagos turtle left in the world, and it's on an
And that's in the tunnel of rain.
Like, yo, Tim, I'm going to take a chance here, right?
What are you taking a chance with, Tim?
Don't take a chance with people.
Is
How
that
we doing,
Tim?
The
All
cock.
right, Tim, lads.
Happy birthday, Smithers.
Hey.
What have I started?
It's a popular birthday today, like, isn't it?
Jim,
It
do you
was
know,
not just the other day.
do you know that interview that you did with Nutter, that 20 questions? You reloaded it again the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, and everyone's wishing him happy birthday. It's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. His next
Remember
live the next morning, I was like, happy birthday, Nutter.
No, he didn't. He came in with happy birthday to you, big long thing. And I was like, it's not my birthday.
That was my exit to leave.
So, Jim,
Not to
what's
that
your name?
ghost come back last night, mate.
You did?
Yeah, I've got it on tape, speaking, but I haven't got it on camera, mate. It wouldn't come on camera.
How did you record it as your tape onto your phone or something?
And the strange thing is, mate, as I said, I left one of my phones there recording sound, and when I went back in the room, it was on Google Maps, and there was a postcode typed in.
Oh,
So I drove to the postcode, and it's
You creep.
in the middle. It's in the middle of a field, and all that's there is a woods.
Don't go in the woods.
And on the tape, mate, when I've played the tape, I've enhanced the sound, and all that it says on the tape is a voice saying, "Go to address, go to it," and that's all it says. 4 times it says it. Okay, weird, isn't it?
Crazy behaviour, guys.
Well, I might drive to the address tonight. It's about 40 miles away from where I am.
Do a live.
It's in Somerset, the address. But it's just the woods.
How you doing, Tim? Have you had a busy morning? Where have you been? Have you been around the world or what?
Yeah, been everywhere this morning. Been on Flavours.
Oh,
Big
did
up,
you go
Tim.
on the panel? Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
He's hit the wrong button now. Sausage fingers.
have a look at the chat, Annie.
I've said to him, Tim, once you're live and you're talking, get your hands and sit on them. Don't go near the screen, mate. There's a big thing. It's red with it's a red circle with a big white cross in it saying leave. Don't go anywhere near it.
I know, but right next to it, Moon, you've got something that says like ... 62 things. You know what I mean? 62, man. You got to catch it.
He is getting there though.
Ghost cut me off.
What happened there, Jim? Are you on your lunch
No.
break?
I'm on my cigarette break. I'm not going for lunch. Can't be bothered.
lunch break, eh?
Yeah.
Siggy break. What did you think of our Dave, Palm Bomb and Film Boy last night?
Fantastic. He's great, isn't he? Arse, Dave, arse.
Arse. That's just like, imagine Film Boy was just looking away saying, oh yeah, clicks on it, looks away and then he just got arse.
Yeah, I had a full channel, mate, because I had the Nutter channel, and he was going in people like fighting trolls and Racky Puller or some fucker. He was causing loads of shit. Loads of places I didn't
Smithers
go.
was.
No, somebody called
Nutter.
me.
Yeah, you had
It
a
was-
clone, didn't you, Nutter? That wasn't that long ago, that. I remember that.
But I ended up getting the lad who came in my chat and said he was sorry and that he wouldn't do it no more, and he hasn't. So, job done.
Just that.
Distat's in the house.
Big up to start.
Where's everyone this morning then, Jim? Have you been looking at what's been going on, or what? They're all on shuffling down there.
I'm in
Andrew
work, mate.
Tate,
I'm in the magical city of Bristol.
Oh, yeah.
In
So
work.
what did we think? Did everyone see Babs last night? What did we think of Babs' show last night?
Never seen it.
You didn't
I was
see it?
watching Nutters and that was it. I went to bed then.
See, I'm a Babs fan, me. I like Babs.
I was ghost hunting.
I wasn't expecting that from her last night. Like, it went a bit nuts.
what happened?
Why? What happened?
Well, basically, she was outing everyone for what she thought. She was just giving her opinion based on the last week of all the people who've been trolling her and stuff, and she just let rip.
Has she been getting trolled much?
Yeah, she's had it bad the last week, but
Yeah, well, fair play on it.
I mean, obviously, you've been on a panel with the Jim, like you like her, don't you?
I've got no issue with her. Yeah. She sounded very nice. She was very calm and talked really well. Didn't seem very controversial. Don't forget, you're not going to be loved by everyone on YouTube,
No.
especially if you go on a panel. You're putting yourself up there to be. You're going to have your lovers in your haters, aren't you? That doesn't really matter. It just depends how you take it. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
But for every 20 people that do like you, there'll probably be one or two that don't. I think it goes more one way
Just
than the other.
do not say, unless you're Nutter, that your channel is purely based on love and kindness and goodness, and you don't want no controversy, because Nutter's the only channel where that doesn't happen. Every other channel says they don't want it to happen, but in effect, they do, because it brings in subs, brings in views, and the only person who does that really doesn't care, as far as I've watched YouTube now, is the Nutter channel. Every other channel loves it. Fucking hell, you love a bit of controversy, but don't say you're the only channel on YouTube which is peace, love, and happiness. You sound fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Not you. I'm not having a go with anyone in particular. I'm just on about there is channels out there who go, this is the only channel on YouTube where we all love each other and there's no crimes and everybody just gets on, and because you're talking fucking bollocks. The next minute you're talking about the people who hate yous and the people who hate yous hate. Here we go again. See, I can't come on YouTube, can I, without controversy?
Live followers said she'll do 10 questions.
Oh, bring it on. Look at all that wood. Woohoo! I'd have a massive bommy just with one go.
I've just finished editing the Tim Smith interview, the very first interview on a panel, so that'll be going up in the next hour. For those who want to just go over and watch it.
When's this from, Jim? When we were on a panel?
No, see, you don't know what's going on in the background, do you? You all think my channel's dead.
Well, I need to have a word with Tim, because Tim and
it's called the Tim Smith interview.
To me, to know that. So he's been moonlighting with you, has he?
Saying nothing. You know me, I don't like to talk about stuff.
Terrible behaviour, this night.
Jim, live followers said they'll do 10 questions.
Yeah, I could do with some people. I could do with a couple of people on an interview, just questions.
Do me.
To be honest, though, it's really getting the time. I'm really, the last 3 weeks at work, I've just been horrendous. Jesus Christ! I'm even this week. I'm away from home. What day is it? What day are we today?
Thursday. We're on today.
Thursday. So I left on Monday, and I've got to book a hotel for tonight because I'm not going to be back home till tomorrow now. It's just
what I think, Phil, personal assistant, preferably a small dude, likes tea, bald head with a flat cap. Know what I mean? That could.
Don't talk about me like that.
Choose from three on the panel there.
Gives a job, I can do that.
You should be slowing down and taking it easy in your old age, you.
Dave, Dave,
Tell them, Dave.
I'm really worried about your company and the comments you make. Yesterday, you said, have you ever tried making fence panels when the wood is wet? Do you realise the damage that causes when you sell them? People put them up in their garden, and when they dry out, the first thing them panels are going to do is split. No wonder this country's gone to the dogs. No, working with wet wood.
Don't blame it on me. Ring the
That's
boss.
called
You know what, Jim? It's just good if Dave puts a full 8 hours in these days. He can't even put a full 8 hours in.
I don't blame him. Get away with it. Get away with it. I loved him the other day when he said he had to do a fire extinguisher check. And I was thinking, in a place that big, he's probably got, at the very, very most, it's a wood factory, so you'd like to think they've got a lot. But he probably got about 7. And he never left the office to check any of them.
Do you know what I did, Jim? We've only got 5 extinguishers actually where we work in the shed, and a couple of alarms. But I've been checking them every week. But then when we go back to the cabin at night, I was forgetting to sign the book, so I just had to catch up with the signatures.
You need to go automatic, mate. Automated. We walk around with our mobiles, scan a barcode. All of our PPM checks. Scan a barcode. It shows that we've checked it. We put in the comments if it needs a part. If it needs a part, it's automatically ordered, delivered to site, installed.
Tim, what is going on here? What am I hearing about this? What have you been doing behind me back, mate? Jim?
Don't tell them, Tim. It's all secret.
I don't want you to put that in mind, all right? For legal reasons.
What's he saying?
I don't know.
You don't want that going up.
What are you saying, trainer?
You talking to me, Moo?
Block them, Tim.
We're going to have to look at this contract that we've got, Tim. You know what I mean? We'll have to amend it.
Like me.
Hey, can I just say, do you know the one thing I've noticed about this YouTube? It brings out people's confidence so much, doesn't it? It's like what Davil was saying about you, Fly. When you first come up, you was quiet, but now it's just like water off a back, duck's back, innit?
Well,
Same with
He's interviewing Film Boy now.
I'm just talking to me mates, and you know, Film Boy drops by now and again. You know, I let him on sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Expo.
If I can be bothered.
YouTube never brought out to me. I was this. This is me being quiet on YouTube.
That's from where you're from, don't you? You have to be like that where you're from, mate.
Oh, the posh end of Middlesbrough. No, I'm glad I don't live down your end.
What you saying, Tim? What's happening? I want to know what's going on at 1 o'clock here, so I'm not too surprised. I'm going to have to ring the solicitor up or what? Look at this contract.
You best have Moo.
What time is it now?
Are you waiting for it to upload, like Jim?
What time is it?
1 o'clock.
Shit, I better go back. Yeah, it's just on me. It's uploaded. It just needs to be uploaded onto YouTube.
And is it going to get good numbers, like do you reckon?
Just using Tim Smith's name as a bit of clout to get me an extra 20, 30, 40 subs.
Even if you just one view of every spanner, he's got about 2,000 views there, easy.
Exactly.
Hey, do you know what?
It's okay to do, can you?
Yeah, I can. What are you going to do? Strike me?
I put a little short.
You never know. Watching, mate. You never know.
You'll love it, Tim. Honestly, you'll love it. Trust me. I would never. You know that.
Tim, it can't be worse than man. I told the world about me pinching 7 fucking dildos, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I've had the comments I've had to delete over them dildos. Is unreal.
Why we have to be back getting them some for them, like? I told you, I got away with about 5 or 6 book clubs. I probably never found them.
Yeah. I liked your interview. It was good.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I like.
You know what I liked? I liked the live chat the other day. I was getting a few digs in there, like.
I see a video yesterday. Yeah, this guy on this motorbike. He was parked outside these shops, and this lad's walked past him, started to pretend to speak to him, and then he stuck a 12-inch dildo on his fucking helmet, yeah? And he's driving off with it wobbling all over.
Who is it who comes on the lives and he's got a mask with a dick and a set of balls hanging down? Who's doing that?
I don't know, but Crinkle have one, didn't he? A pretend cock.
Did he?
I saw that the other day.
It's
can't remember.
is it incognito? Is it incognito who's got it? Yeah. That's good, that mask, like.
Oh, yes. Well, guys, I'm going back to work. Have a good day.
Nice one, Zeus.
Well, I'll decide if I'm talking to you after I see this Tim Smith interview, mate.
I'll what was I going to say? I'll catch you later. Who's doing live later?
Take care.
In a bit, mate. In a bit. Are you off, Tim? I'll decide whether I'm going to let you on as well, Tim, when I've seen this video. Is he winding us up, Tim? Is it another Zeus wind up this time?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue, mate.
I think that
Soon find out.
I don't like this. They're ganging up on us here. Like, they're working behind the scenes, Dave. You know what I mean?
Have you got, will you have half an hour spare later when I finish work?
What time, Dave?
I don't know. Just whenever you're free, if you drop me a message. I was just wondering if you could set up a live, do you know, so it's just me and you.
Yeah.
So we
Do you
could
want to do that tonight, like? Do you want to do that tonight?
Yeah, please, mate. Yeah, and then because I need to get a live up ASAP.
Right, we'll do that tonight then. I'll ring you up after work and then we'll have the Smithers and Moon show.
Have you got StreamYard and all that, Smithers?
Yeah, I've set all that up.
Set up, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got it all set up.
All you do is press StreamYard, when it goes on, create a broadcast, type in your title, and that's it. Enter studio. Seconds.
And you go away.
Easy as that, Dave.
I might just chuck one up later.
Put one up with the like.
No, Dave,
You know,
we'll do that tonight, mate. We'll do that.
I'm like
what we said.
Just put a test up one up there, like say if I'm about, I'll pop up. You can like time me out, put me backstage and all that shit, so you know how to do it. You know what I mean?
We'll just use Tim's name for clout in the title.
I did with Fly. He didn't. Fly Me is one of his Moon's first ones, and said like put me backstage and yeah.
Do you know, I've set it all up, you know, that many times, and I've been like that.
It happens to the best of us, man. Even Anne-Marie admitted to being nervous every time before she goes live.
Yeah, but I don't know why, because I show my face on every panel that I go on. Do you know what I mean? So it's not as if I'm not used to being on the screen. It's just one of them things.
Exactly.
Half 6 every morning. I'm usually on about 23 minutes past. I can't wait to press the button. I'm like, come on.
Right, Wayne, keep doing that, don't I? Fly, give me a ring after work, mate. I'll leave at 5 and we'll sort that out.
100%, mate.
Smithers.
Nutter, I'm gonna get me eagle and I'm gonna strap a couple of packs of timber to his legs, mate. So if you send me a request, it'll be in about an hour.
Tim wants you. Tim's got something to say to you. What are you saying, Tim?
Right, laters, guys. Tim.
Yeah, see you in a bit, Batty. Batty boy.
God bless you.
Batty
fish.
Fish.
Yes, Tim. Tim, I'm getting used to seeing this Leeds badge now, like, it's all over the shop.
Yeah, crazy.
Absolutely crazy behaviour. So, were you on Flavors' panel this morning?
Yeah, I popped on to say hi. Like, he gets so excited, doesn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, I've seen it yesterday when he said you were coming on, and I was having a crack in the chat saying, "Oh well, Tim's quite a regular on my panel." Like,
yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Got to milk it a bit, haven't you? But yeah. So he got to talk to you and that, did he? Did he have many people in?
No, I think there's about 10 in there. I think.
Yeah. It's weird, these numbers, like, you know, Tim, like, on a morning now, I mean, I've got Archie and Shuffling on here, and they've got 103 people in.
Yeah, I think it's what you bring to your channel, isn't it? If you don't want all the crap, then happy days, like, innit, But people on YouTube, they want the drama, don't they?
Sure, don't you? Well, have 1,000 if I'd come on and give it, I'll do this, I'll do that, and there, this and there, that. But why would I? That's not my type of person. I just drink tea and in the morning.
Yeah,
I'll get those.
That's it. I mean, I thought about it this morning. Like, these weren't live when I put this thing out. When I set this up for 11, there was nobody live. Like usual, by 10:30, Shuffling was on. And I did think twice. I thought, oh, I'll just not do it. And then I thought, oh, fuck it, man. If no one's in, no one's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you got Andrews on live. You got Flavors. There's quite a few live, isn't there?
Yeah.
I know.
Just put your title as Robbins. You'll get them all.
I tell you what, I did like though, Tim. I liked your setup for that first one that you did. The screen looked absolutely like mint. Did you do that one?
Well, I had them off Troll Watch.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was a cracker. That like just to look at it, looked dead stylish, didn't it?
Yeah, I've got a new one up there now. Have you seen it?
When did you put that up today?
Yesterday.
I did see another one yesterday. I'll have to have another look to remind myself, but I did like the first one. It looked really smart.
Yeah, I got a few of them from Troll Watch. You want to get him on Insta?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, is he the man? Is he?
Yeah, he's Shufflings.
Yeah. So what does he do? Just send you them through? Does he just send you them through Insta or email or something, and then
Insta, and he'll ask for your email as well and send them through that then as well.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it all comes in handy in that. Like, I'm getting better. I'm getting better with the StreamYard. Like, I'll be honest.
I think you sussed it all now, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just there's a few other things like. I want to be able to bring, like Filmboy does, where he brings pictures in and stuff like that. If people come on your panel and like when he's taking the piss and wherever, I want to be able to do stuff like that as well and move the screen around and things. But right, see, I think about the viewer. You know what I mean? That's why I bang on about these headlamps, Tim. It's still going on.
Yeah, it is. Not all channels, but some channels. But I think a lot of them are using mobile phones. And that's what happens. If you lose a bit of signal, they go white. So you've got to jump out and jump back in, and they go normal again. So
all the channels that you've been on today, have you seen any headlamps?
No, it's mainly at night. I know it sounds stupid, but it is mainly at night that happens, doesn't it?
Right.
There's more people on lives, I don't know.
Yeah, because there was 4 of them on Film Boys last night. He had because he had quite a big panel, but at least 4 of them were just white.
Yeah.
So we call them headlamps because that's what they look like.
You just got to jump out and jump back in, and it should come back at normal.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Whether it works all the time, it's worked for me before.
Yeah. Because like you said, a lot of people don't want to see all the white, do they?
No, I don't. I mean, I bang on about it, but it seems like there's only me banging on about it, Tim. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you got the white too, mate, haven't you? Why not?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm only thinking about the viewer. You know what I mean? Like you want it to be. You want to. If you're going to stay in someone's chat and you've got a panel, you want to know who's on it, and you want to have a good sound.
Yeah, because Filmboy can't see it. He says, doesn't he?
That's what he said, yeah. Come on, he said, like, when he's looking at it, but I can look on my phone, Tim, and the avatar will be there, but on my big screen in front of me on my TV, it'll be white.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
It's mad.
Yeah. Have you tried that WeStream? Is it called WeStream or?
No, I've never tried that one. I've been on someone's panel who uses it. It's slightly different to get on. You have to put a password in or something when you go on.
It's not as fast, like, but it's a bit slower as well.
Yeah, I mean, it brings the chat up as well, doesn't it? That's another thing about it. The
Yeah.
chat comes automatically in with it.
Right then, Mr. Moon, I'm off. You have a
Pleasure,
great
mate. Pleasure. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see what this thing Zeus is bringing out at 1 o'clock.
Oh God, I dread it.
Oh, is it so he's winded us all up, isn't he?
I don't know, honestly. You gotta be.
Well, I think he's done some sort of editing, Tim. You know, when you were on Daryl's last week and we got left together, me, you, and Jim. I think he's cut and edited something like that. I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's not stupid, is he, that Zeus? You know, he says he can't do this and that, can't do that, but he does.
Yeah,
But
just
yeah.
copyright strike him anyway if you don't like it.
Yeah, I'll do that anyway.
He's used to that as well.
Right then, Moon. It's been a pleasure.
Later, mate.
All right,
you doing?
Ta-ra now.
See you later, bud. I'm just going to say you need to hit the leave button, Tim, but you know where that button is, surely. Daniel Jackson, how you doing, my mate? I'm not sure what you're up to, bro, but it looks like we might have another live going on later on tonight with Moon and Smithers people. So that'll be a good laugh, all right? Moon and Smithers. Let's have a bit of it's just finished. Stay Alive by the Bee Gees people. Pandeco, good morning. Good morning to the Pandeco. Good morning to you. I was watching Jockneys yesterday. I think he was on for about an hour, wasn't he? And he was still saying hello to people. And I thought, come on, Jockney, put the link out. And he went, I'm going to put the link out. And then he went, no, I'm just going to sing you a song first. Everyone's like, come on, Jockney, mate. Oh, you spoke to him as well. Nice one, brother. Yeah. Usually does. He's like Pablo, Daniel. He comes back, mate, when I'm going on night shift. But yeah, people, look out for that one later on. Get your notifications on Moon and Smithers. We all know Smithers is the king of YouTube. Good day for drying your clothes out there, people, if you've got any washing. It'll be this one. Oh, well, saying that, you know what? It could even be Smithers. I'll speak to him. And if you haven't subbed to Smithers, go and give him a sub and hit the notifications. And see what happens, because he's been threatening this live for a while, hasn't he, Dave? Ministry of Madness, how you doing, matey? I keep forgetting you've got another channel, you know, Ministry. It's an outdoor thing, isn't it? Just seen it there in the chat. Get it there. Any links you want sharing, people, get them out there. Spread the love and all that. Yeah, Daniel, mate, if you're free tonight, keep an eye out and jump on and we'll get a repeat of that one the other week. Me, you and Smids. This dad tells about it. Doesn't even tell his mates. Like, oh, they'll be all right. You know, I've only spoke with him for the last 8 months, nearly every day, and then decides to turn his phone off for a week and go missing. He's going to have to get a bit of grief for that tonight. Or tomorrow night. How's it going with you anyway, Distat? How's sunny Cyprus today, mate? Anyone who doesn't know Distat, another Scouser there, living and working in Cyprus, living the life, top bloke. Been talking to him for a little while now, hot. Not jealous at all, mate. Not one bit. He's one for Ludon, this one's for Ludon. Distat, did you watch Bab's show last night? I think it was only me that's seen it. Yep, we will catch you later, brother. Yeah, Slim, mate. No worries, brother. Plenty of time for that, man. You just chill out and enjoy yourself. Oh, you watched it all, did you, Slim? I didn't know that was coming, you know. I knew Babs has had she's had a bit of a rough week, and I know she can take it, but I still wasn't expecting all that last night, I'll be honest. I was sort of hoping she might be flying about this morning, you know. Because I know she's got a crazy sleeping pattern. She's a bit of a night owl. She could be at work. What happened yesterday? Well, a quick recap. So I knew Babs would be live last night with the Babs show, or whatever she called it last night. She had Stir of Echoes, who it's looking like could be a sidekick now. I think she was running the show with her. So it was like a double act. You know what I mean? Obviously, Babs was a landlady and Stir was the barmaid. And they were both... It turned into a bit of a... I don't even know how to put it. She'd just say what she thought about what she's seen on YouTube. Because I know she has been watching for a long time. Though she's only been on panels for a couple of weeks. But she was just having a say that, you know, a few home truths, to be honest. But I don't know. I was sort of wondering what the fallout would be from this morning. And I've got Archie and Shuffling on there because a lot of people who go on that chat, they were in for a bit of stick. But I'll say 95% of it, I sort of did agree with her. Yeah, so that's where, with Jim jumping on there, Zeus, what I'm thinking is that I think it was last week on Daryl's channel. Yes, what's happening, Jackie? What you saying, Jackie? Anyone who doesn't know Jackie, by the way, absolutely hilarious, Jackie. I was watching Babs last night, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. But I was also noticing all your comments and that, and like, that is one funny woman, let me tell you. And you going away, or you going to the Isle of Man or something, aren't you, Jackie? today, is it? In the travelling in the dog cage, is it? Is that what you called it on the ferry? Funny, like, proper funny. But yeah, Jackie Stir and Babs taking over people, taking over your nighttime YouTube. Cheers for dropping by anyway, Jackie. Hopefully we can have a chat when you have time. Like you say, have you seen Babs about this morning? I was hoping she might jump on. It's the one, yeah. Is it cheaper that way, is it, Jackie? Anything for a cheap ticket, yeah? Just seen Gail turn up on Shufflin's just seen Gail turned up there, Jackie, on Shufflin's panel. Stigman's made a quick retreat, but Dogman's on there with Gail and Archie. Yeah, give Babs a sub, people. You won't regret it. Proper funny. When she gets through all this little bit of shit that's going on at the minute, I hope she can just get back to like being funny. I mean, she's pulled it off well, even with all the shit and that. You know, she's still putting a good spin on it. Mystical, how you doing, matey? Big up yourself. UK Don, what you saying, brother? Fanta boy. There's a load of conspiracies going about, like, isn't there? You know, you don't know who's who, do you? You honestly don't know who's who. Like, I've had 4 accounts backstage here, all of them palm bombers today, using people's names who were in the chat, who I know for a fact don't even go on panels. I was thinking, Tim, when you do this live, you are going to have some sort of like a few hours off, aren't you, from your modding? Are you going to warn people, or are you just hoping that everyone that you mod for is actually in your live? That way you'll be all right. Safe journey. It's going to be a bumpy journey, that, Jackie. Yeah, if there's loot on, if you can post Jackie's link or Tim Smith if you can. Tim's got a video coming. What have you already done it, Tim? Are you waiting for it to upload, or are you just teasing us again? Ice Chains caught the scouse bug there. He's saying la now. Crazy behaviour, guys, from Ice Chain. Mystical's in the chat there, guys. Hope you're all right there, brother. Got Pandeco's in the chat there, guys. Great guy, Pandeco. Hope you're all right there, brother. If you want to see Jackie, who was asking? Was it Andy? If you want to see Jackie, you want to sub to Radio Babs. Looks like that's where Jackie's temporarily contracted to. Although I think she'll be open to offers of better offers, you know. Is that right that you're not allowed to smoke on camera now at all, even like cigarettes? Slim Reaper, you know what? It was a good win. Any win at the minute for Borough is a good win, mate, because we are desperate. We've got no manager. Any points at all, good for the Borough, but typical Borough though. I'm telling you, they either win 1-0, keep everyone on the toe, all the crowd on the toes for 90 minutes, or they get beat 2-1 because they just can't finish a game off. Do it every time. Andy, was it you was telling me about Amsterdam there, where, because my son's mentioned it. From what I can remember from Amsterdam last time I went, you went in the cafes and they might have a pool table in there or like a chill out room, you know, with big sofas and stuff. And you go at the bar and all the joints are already made and they're pre-rolled. So, and are they all like blunts, are they? Because my son's saying to me, oh, you're not allowed to have tobacco. And I was like, I can't remember that. Like, Ted Loon, how are you doing, brother? Not seen you for a while, fella. Nice to see you, mate. Ted Loon goes back a long way, mate. Massive respect to Ted Loon there. If I'm guessing right, I don't want to get this wrong. Ted, you're either a Geordie or you're from the northeast. I'm sure of it. You're Geordie or you're Borough, aren't you? Or I'm not going to say Mackham because that's not ringing a bell. Definitely black and white or red and white. Exactly, Ludon. We remember the old days. Snake pit days. I was surprised the other day in the YouTube studio. When I clicked on it, it said, congratulations, it's your channel's birthday. And I'd had the channel for a year yesterday. So this time a year ago, just making this channel, took me a year to get 390 subs. It's mad, isn't it, when you think of the likes of Dark Raver, he comes on the scene within 2 weeks. Got over 500 subs. Mad, isn't it? Mystical still going on now, mate, as we speak. I've got it turned down, which is usually the best way if you've got Gale on. Is that what I do, Deco? I think I might have to. You know, Jim's doing it. I'll just follow. Jim knows the score. He knows how to do it. Said he's got something coming out. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Let's have a little look. Zeus comments. Let's have a look, see what he's doing. But I reckon between me and the 19 people in here, knowing Jim, I reckon he's cut and edited a chat that me, Tim, and him had last week on Daryl's panel when Daryl went to the shop and left the three of us on the panel and we were talking for about 40 minutes. I reckon Jim's put a spin on that. As long as he's tagged me name in it, I'll let him off. Oh, he hasn't got anything up at the minute. He's got Zeus and Nutter, 26 questions retake, guys. If you haven't seen the first one, or if you've seen the first one, Jim has re-edited, remastered. It's quite good, actually. 58 minutes. I watched it all 2 days ago again. And even though I had seen it before, guys, it's still good. Then we've got on 37 views, first time scoop. See Moon's face on there. Cloud chasing by Zeus, guys. Another cloud chase by Zeus using my name again. 76 views, guys. Yep, so he hasn't got it up yet, this Tim Smith interview or whatever it is. Keep an eye on that one, people. Tim's off. Catch you later, Tim. Yeah, so it looks like we might have something going on tonight with Dave Smithers, people. So that'll be fun. If it's on Dave's channel, I think what we'll do is, I'm pretty sure we can share the controls on StreamYard. If you sort it out beforehand, send the link, and so I'm guessing it might be me and Dave on the panel there, and Dave pressing all the buttons. Should be interesting. God knows what Gail's saying here. You know, when all this kicked off with Gail and Stig, when they first started arguing, I think it was last weekend, last Saturday it was, it all kicked off on Jockneys. And I already had a live set up for an hour later. I think she was on Jockneys at 5 o'clock going crazy and spilling the beans on Stig and wherever. And I just left my live for 6 o'clock. Sure enough, Gail turned up, and I think she had about 20 minutes on the panel, but it sort of went under the radar. There was only about 30 people in the chat. It went under the radar, but it was quite. I don't even still know now if anyone was aware of that. That's it, Mystical. That's one way of putting it. It's YouTube. YouTube brings everyone's bad side out, doesn't it? Eventually. I mean, I don't think I've fully lost the plot yet, but been close. What about that? What about that anyway? Aldi, our mate Aldi. Being the guy who trains the seals at Flamingo Land, how mad is that? Crazy behaviour there from Aldi. It's like one of them, innit? When you meet someone, you say, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, well, I trade the sea lions at Flamingo Land." Like, yeah, of course you do, mate. Little dark horse there, Aldi. I might as well just block him again because that's all this week's been about, unblocking him. Since I've unblocked him, he hasn't been in. Just getting over a cold as well, guys. I'm in the last stretch now, you know, where you just have a little bit of a chesty cough. It's like it normally is. It's been about 2 weeks since the first started feeling ill. It's took nearly 2 weeks to tune there by Ludon. I don't know if you can hear it. Usually get a little mic check, but it must be all right, or I'll be getting told that it was too loud. November Rain by Guns N' Roses, guys. Just getting a bit like the Jeremy Kyle show, isn't it? Somebody's made a comment there. Yes, Kira M, how you doing, matey? Good morning to you. Yeah, Jockey makes me laugh. When he does his lives, like takes him an hour to say hello to everyone. I think I'm going to have to start clout chasing, you know, and tagging people's names in the titles of the videos, because it does work. The two most viewed videos on the whole of my channel are the only ones where I've clout chased, where I've put. First one was PD, Pablo, and Video Craig in the title, like 1,000 odd views. And the other one was King Irish, who's still getting views now. I did notice King Irish was had a live set up last night, and I did go on just to see, you know. I just thought, because when he first started, he was all right, you know. He was getting big numbers and everything, and it was a decent vibe in there. But see, of late, it's all we all know the way it's been going. But I thought, you know, last night I seen he was live. I thought, right, I'll give him another chance. Clicked on, and I kid you not, I watched it for 10 minutes and all it was slagging people off. Negative. Just turned it over. No, in the title it said he had Crossy. Him and Crossy were coming on. Be honest, I think people who watch me know Crossy's not my cup of tea. Saint Crossy, I call him. And he was there last night. I noticed in the chat, Andrew J's yesterday, he was on about throwing £1,000 out to start a fund up for Andrew J to go into rehab. Crossy was going to start the fund off with £1,000, guys, out of his own pocket. Saint Crossy there, guys. £1,000. Got some deep pockets there, Crossy, guys. Crossy also the king of the deleted or cancelled lives, guys. Sets a live up, then cancels it half an hour before. Crazy behaviour, guys. Only a few hours of work left. Oh no, 45 minutes left for Lou Don. A nice weekend off there with the family. For anyone who doesn't know, so we've got she's nearly a year old now. Pfizer, our XL bully. She's in season at the minute. She's been in season for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we can't take her out for a proper walk, you know, like let her off the lead and whatever. And then we've been asking the experts in the chat, like the likes of Staffies and Bullies, been asking his advice. And what he said was that she's probably going to come in season twice a year. And sometimes it can last 6 weeks at a time. And he advised not to let her off the lead. So that means twice a year, 6 week minimum that she's in season. That's 12 weeks out of 52 where she's not going to be able to go out and have a proper run about. Crazy, isn't it? Shar, how you doing, matey? Is this the Shar who goes in Benji's, yeah? I'm thinking, if I'm not wrong. You know what, Kieran, like, I think the English are well known for being dog lovers, aren't they, you know? Yep, that's me. Yeah, they're well known for being dog lovers, aren't they, the English? And especially with COVID and everything, everyone's saying that there's a lot more, there seems to be a lot of breeding going on, doesn't there? And with the XL bullies and the French bulldogs and whatever. I think the whole time I've been on here, I've only ever known a few people who actually never had a dog or they're not keen on them. One of them was the pod ref who was petrified of them, if anyone remembers that. And the other one is my good mate Daryl Adams. He's not really a dog person. I think once you've had a dog, especially if you grew up in a household with a dog, you're always gonna have one. Boss Dogs with his great little dog there, his little French bully. Hasn't been very well lately, but sure, Boss Dogs there. You're all the best care there, guys. Once a year, eh, boss? I don't know, it must be different for all different breeds. Oh, Zeus, I've just had a notification there for Zeus's premiere. Let's see what he's doing, guys. I've just subscribed there to Jim, by the way. Sorry, Jim, I forgot to subscribe to you there, mate. Now on 52 subscribers. I've done that with a few people, you know, coming here. I've clicked onto the channels. I've been talking to them for ages, and they're sharing my links all over and stuff. And then I've gone onto the channel. I haven't even subscribed. Just cheekily click on the subscribe and hope they haven't noticed. So sorry to anyone who I've done that to, guys. I did just have a notification there, but for Jim. Must have been a half an hour. Must be in half an hour. Stop believing. What's happened to Apollo these days, people? Yes, he's my mate. How you doing, Phil? Where have you been, brother? Phil Graham, guys. If you don't know Phil Graham, he's in the Guinness Book of World Record, guys. He has the biggest collection of shell suits, guys, from the 80s, 90s, all colours. He also has a massive selection. I believe it's now at 100 pairs, guys, of deck shoes, all various colours. I believe he has got he only made 2 pairs of these camouflage deck shoes, guys. That's his prized possession. He says he's saving it for a special occasion when he wears them, guys, with his chino shorts, Bermuda shirt with, you know, them woolly jumpers that the seamen wear, you know, with the big toggly woolly jumpers. He has one of them, guys, over his shoulders with the arms round, crossed at the front, guys. Crazy behaviour. He just needs a boat, that's it. Anyone who's got a boat, guys, to go with Phil Graham's deck shoes collection. No bullies in this chat, guys. Just speaking the truth. Yeah, Ted. He also has a great selection of fake Ray-Bans, guys. What he wears in the house. You know, he's one of these that wears them all day long. Big massive ones that take up half your face, guys. Crazy behaviour. Just think of Barry Grant from Brookside, people. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. Fake Rolexes as well, guys. He's got a big selection of them, which I believe he keeps in a safe under his bed. He also still uses a Filofax, people. You often see Phil there in Liverpool town centre with his Filofax. Never forget a birthday, guys. He's got a fake Hugo Boss wallet, and all that's in it is his national insurance card. His library card, guys. That's the one, Andy W. You've got it right there. That's exactly what Phil Graham wears, guys. Anyone? As you can tell, I'm really enjoying this roast of Phil Graham, guys. It's been coming for a while. He's lucky we've only got 12 people in, people. Hope you're all right there, Phil Graham, brother. Hope you're having a blessed day there, mate. So, if you didn't hear before, Phil, as you've just joined us, even though we've been going for 2 hours, 50 minutes, and you decide to show your face, you've missed all the action. So we had myself, we had Norris, who I know is a good friend of Phil's, behind the scenes guys. We had Dave Smithers, the #1 batty fish. We had Tim Smith and Zeus on a panel. 5 of us. We've had a few palm bombers in the back under various names. Yes, Phil, you know it's been coming, guys. It's served cold. That is the best way to serve it. Yeah, people, so we have been going for 3 hours. We're going to play a few more tunes, and then we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to get my washing. I'm going to hang some washing out. I'm going to pack up, and then I'm on my travels. But we will be back later with something to do with Dave Smithers. Should be worth a laugh. Got back my old ways last night, Phil. Did you notice? I can't remember whose chat it was, but I had my thumbs were on fire last night in a few chats. You know, texting away there. I'd missed that. You know, having a laugh in chats and that, but I forgot how much hard work it is. Far easier coming on a panel. Sure, it's not very often that you'll see Boss Dog without a tash, actually, because everyone knows Boss Dog is in the world records for the fastest growing beard. Although he has lost that title to Andrew J this year. Only this year Andrew J has took over with a new world record of growing a full beard while he's on a live stream. Starts the stream off like Boss Dog with a nice shave. Go back 6 hours later, he's got the full beard. Boss Dog's got that tash. That's actually, you can actually see it growing, guys, while he's on a live. Curls it all up at the ends. As we know, he likes his flat caps as well, Boss Dog. For anyone who didn't know, Boss Dog, Peaky Blinders was based on Boss Dog, guys. Tom Shelby, is it? He often gets mistaken for Tom Shelby, guys. Boss Dog, maybe you could see Phil, you know, see what curlers he uses. Like, you know, when he puts his curlers in on a night, maybe you could grab a couple of him for your tash. You know, to get that. You know what I mean, don't you? That's it, Shah. Curly ones, that's the future. Andy, mate, massive respect for your input there this morning, mate. It hasn't gone unnoticed. Up the borough. Big up the Smoggies. Where you off to now anyway, Phil? When I wrap this up, where's people going? Are we chilling for the day, like? I think I'll put a bit of Archie on. I'll put Archie on while I'm packing my stuff up. Sorry, Boss Dog. Yes, you're right. It is Arthur Shelby, not Tom Shelby. He's the one with the biggest mustache, guys. The crazy one. Whose channel do you want linking there, Phil? Boss Dogs, is it? Boss Dog, what is your channel called down there? Is it Boss Dog? Forgetting he's changed his name every other day, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Archie's. Don't you go in Archie's? Don't you go in there like Phil? It's called, if you put in, because I've just actually done it on my son's TV here because it wasn't saved. It's actually Anything Goes Darts, and you'll find Archie's channel, mate. Anything Goes Darts, and it'll come up Archie and Shuffling. Seems to be where all the banter is this morning. All the drama carrying on there. 108 people in there, guys. If he wasn't on, we would have 117 people in here, so right, guys, it's been a pleasure. 3 hours non-stop fun, crazy behavior, guys. Phil Graham, I will see you in there. And we'll carry the banter on. Boss Dog, I hope you're there too. Shark, get yourself over there if you want to have a laugh. Who else have we got here, guys? Let's have a look. Ice Chain, Kira M. Massive respect, guys. Massive respect to all the mods there doing a great job. Blue Don leading the mods there, keeping everything in check. Yeah, respect people for your input. I do notice it, and you keep the chat going. Ted Loon, nice to see you there, mates. Thanks for popping over. Like I say, Mystical, nice one for popping in. Like I say, keep your eyes out for Zeus comments, whatever he's done in the next half an hour. He's got something going on there with Tim Smith, and keep an eye out later on, maybe Moon and Smithers doing a bit of a collaboration. I would think 7 o'clock-ish. UK Don, thanks for dropping in, mate. Tim Smith, Pandeco, all the legends. I'll leave you with Danny James and the rest of this song, guys. Crazy behavior. Till later on, everyone. Be lucky. It's such crazy behavior. Crazy behavior. Somebody help me. Jesus, will you help me? Will you shelter me? Give me peace of mind. Jesus, will you help me? I'm calling out to you. I want to be one with God. Do you have a problem and you can't handle it? I know a man named Jesus. He would take that problem and eradicate it. You see, there's power in the name of Jesus. There is wonder-working power in the name of Jesus. Just call on it right where you are. Jesus.
Jesus doesn't care if you're gay, if you're alcoholic, if you're dopeaholic, if you're foodaholic, if you're sexaholic, if you're a crazy megalomaniac that wants to take over the world, Jesus can help you. Come to Jesus.